Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. Now, the judge says prosecutors needed permission from the governor to bring the case when the local DA in DeKalb County withdrew. He says this likely also applies to the arson charges, but indicates that domestic terrorism charges faced by 5 of the 61 may remain standing. So far, we're waiting to see whether the state will appeal sometime this week. Reporting live, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Cobb County is buying new signs meant to get drivers to slow down.
We're looking at improvements and what we can do to help calm traffic in these high traffic areas.
Cobb Commissioner Joanne Burrell says the signs display a driver's speed and alerts them when they're going faster than the speed limit. It's a subtle effort to slow speeders down. A break for taxpayers in the city of Woodstock. The city council approves what it calls a historic tax decrease for property owners. For the average Woodstock homeowner, the rollback rate would mean a property tax bill of about $760 on a $368,000 home, or a little more than $1,000 on a $500,000 property. Mayor Michael Caldwell says this would be the lowest tax rate Woodstock has had in at least 30 years. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Still sounding a travel advisory on the south side, Bill. It's a crash, 75 southbound, Forest Parkway, exit 237. 2 left lanes are blocked. You're jammed up out of Hateville. You can use Highway 1941 or 675 south as alternates. The earlier crash in West Atlanta, 20 westbound at Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 53. That is now all working on the right shoulder. Still some delays out of downtown. While downtown itself, those brake lights already packed in 75-85 southbound from 17th Street as you make the drive down to I-20. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Hepworth. Mostly sunny and breezy today, high 82. Wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Cooling down for tonight, lows in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 84. Heating up on Thursday with the sunshine, high 87.
Right now, 75 in Austell, 78 in Milton, and 78 in Hampton. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, I am your huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices and no glasses, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
It's a day filled with new things, Eric. New books, new Legos, and a new iPhone.
New books, new Legos. Well, I guess it is Tuesday. Do they still release books on Tuesdays?
Apparently, there's this.
You know why they do that?
Why?
Because they would do that with LPs as well. Back when it wasn't just a niche thing, but most people were buying records and CDs. They'd come out on Tuesday, and the reason, because you think, why not Monday?
Why not?
The reason is because they ship them out, and you're shipping them to bookstores all over the place. Back in the old day, record stores and CD shops all over the place. Some people might be able to get them on the shelf by Monday, and maybe some people won't. Maybe the delivery's a little bit late. So it's Tuesday.
It's to protect you, okay.
It's so that the people that are putting out the new book or the new album or the new CD can say, it's out, it's on Tuesday, go anywhere, it'll be there.
Well, you have coming out today.
Look, you've already learned something.
The secret of secrets.
Show hasn't been on for a minute. You've already learned something.
How about that?
Huh?
You got today, The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown. It's a thriller.
Oh, who cares, that guy, Dan
more
Brown.
garbage.
The secret of the... yeah, I made a bunch of money on a certain genre. I'm not a very good writer. I'm just going to keep doubling down on this thing.
Then you have Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. It's a gothic
Nobody in this
horror.
country reads. I don't even know. You got the 30-somethings, who already maybe 5 years into a marriage, it isn't quite what they thought it was going to be in the bedroom, so they're into the romanticities. That's really all that anybody's reading, isn't it?
And audiobooks. More people, I think, probably listen than read now.
That's all right.
Yes.
That's all right with me because you're stuck in traffic. It's better to go ahead and do that than, it's better than reading in traffic, which an awful lot of people do.
Jared can do that.
Yeah.
We should do an audiobook segment here on the show.
Oh, where we just listen?
Yeah.
Together?
We just
With
listen
the
to it,
audience,
and then we review.
That sounds to me like an audience builder. Like I think
compelling radio there.
I want to do everything that's good for the audience, but my fear is that if we have an audio book listening segment where we all just sit around and listen to audio, the audience size might grow to such a level that the fire marshal will get involved.
Should do a podcast talking about audiobooks.
That's what we should do.
On the radio.
Yes.
Audio patio.
Yes.
Listen.
Wow. You know what?
You just became a millionaire.
Mail that to yourself.
I'm writing that down.
If you know how to do anything about it, I think you just became a millionaire.
So I really like the part in the book where the person was saying something. Like,
Yeah.
That was
how
good.
do you talk about it without it sounding like you're talking about someone in the book saying something?
Well, that's the key. It's not like anybody can do it.
I
You
liked
need-
what the dragon did.
You need professionals. I'll tell you that dragon. Man, that's my favorite novel, Riding the Dragon. I mean, that thing just if I have a little trouble, I'm not calling Doctor Whoever. I'm just gonna listen to a little bit of the audio version of Riding the Dragon. That'll get me ready to go.
So you've chased the dragon, you've caught the dragon, and now you're riding.
You're riding it. Next one,
Crashing the dragon. That's a 4-part series.
figuring out how to get off the dragon.
Maybe something about a tiger.
Well, now we're
Because
getting
Dio
to.
would ride the tiger.
Oh, that's still too much.
Oh, wait.
No?
They're getting into Asian literature
Yeah.
there now. It's a
And you
whole
can't-
different thing. That's you don't want to steal that. It's
Sure.
It's appropriation.
No
Are
accents.
you kidding me? I mean, you could have a 22-year-old who gives you the side eye as you walk by because you're not as good as they are. You don't want to be put in that situation.
No.
For heaven's sakes, you just don't want to be put in that situation.
Can
You
we
didn't-
talk about the Legos, please? I'm a
it's-
man-child, and I need to go buy an expensive set of Legos I'm never going to put together.
I was going to jump to the new iPhone, but you're right. There is
Yes.
an awful lot of
last
adult
week-
interest in Legos. Lego, I read an article about, adult Disney. Like Disney is like they're realizing now that they're going to start getting more pathetic adults who can't let go than new kids, who want to come in. And Lego, the same thing. That's why you have $1,000 sets out there. People aren't buying that for their children on Christmas. That's a 35-year-old who, maybe his adult life isn't going as swimmingly as his childhood did.
this. I have the new Millennium Falcon, and it's made out of Legos. When we were kids, you got a giant bucket of Legos, and you just
Yeah.
made whatever
yeah,
you wanted.
these days,
By the way,
I
hold
have
on,
to
stop for a second. You said when we were kids, and she followed up with these
These
days.
days? That's embarrassing.
Yes.
What happens these days? What is that, Autumn?
The kids put the Legos together, and then that's it. They don't even play with the set that they've made.
Yeah, they don't take it apart anymore.
Well, they'll take it apart. That's fine, but they don't try to put it back together, and they don't make their own stuff.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, I mean, it's more like a model set now.
Yeah,
Right? Like
exactly.
with instructions and.
So I had to get rid of a bunch of Legos because nobody's playing with them.
And
I
you got
found
tired of
more
stepping
Legos
on
I had
them.
organized.
I bet you get tired of stepping on them and bare feet too. That's one thing about having small children. I don't. I'm not nostalgic about is the stepping on Legos. But
Legos
I
really hurt.
yes, they do. You said it like Taylor Swift there. They do. They really, those,
Legos really hurt, guys.
yes, George.
Andrew Longoria would want me to let you guys know it is Lego as the plural.
Oh, not Lego. It's
Legos.
Lego.
Yeah, it's Legos.
It's Legos.
Like
Not
Eggo.
Legos.
Like
It's
Eggo.
Legos.
The plural is Lego. That's what I'm trying to say.
The plural is
How
Lego.
could it
There
be?
is no Legos.
There is
It's
no
Lego.
It's just Lego.
Lego
Lagos,
blocks.
that's an island or something.
Blocks. That would be the plural.
Lego blocks.
Sets.
Exactly. And but the point being that the reason what is the new Lego?
So the big one that came out last week was the $999 Death Star. You can
Okay,
now-
every child's
I want
gonna
that. Yeah, that
I
one.
mean,
So-
I would
but
say
it's exclusive.
If you got a kid between 5 and 7 years of age, what do you want to be throwing that at them?
Don't touch it. Daddy's putting it together.
You know what's interesting is that because things have gotten so expensive, you aren't going to shell that out for just a kid.
No, that's my point. My point is,
Yeah, it's
they're not,
only for adults
They're
that can
only
afford
put
it.
out there as for adults.
You're not
and
going to buy that for Pete Autumn?
Same thing with Disney. Same thing with Disney and their parks. They're recognizing we got to. They probably have like raves there now. Like they're just like 14-year-olds
Take
like
a Mickey for
Disney.
Mickey. You're right.
Disney, I'd rather look at my phone than go to Disney.
There's
you know?
no generation coming up behind for any of that stuff. Disney,
Yeah,
movies,
it's all
books,
over.
music.
It's all been broken. It's all been broken. Some for good. There's some good to it, but a lot of we're losing a lot as well.
Well, Lego was smart today.
Although I never went to Disney World or Disneyland or ever wanted
You still
to.
could.
I don't want to. Why would I want to?
Oh, he's dying to. He's 61. He
Yeah,
can't
boy.
leave.
I don't want to. I don't want to die. You think I haven't had opportunities? A million opportunities
Buddy,
in
you
my
get
life.
a fast pass, and I think you would enjoy it. I think you would
Oh,
enjoy the
there you go.
rides. The rides you'd be okay with.
I don't even go to Six Flags.
The rides? Do you
The
know
rides.
this man?
No, I know he doesn't like roller coasters. I'm talking about like the rides, not the roller coasters.
What do you want me to get on? Like the
It's a
the
small
swings?
world. It's a small world.
Oh,
I think
that's
you
why I
would-
want to hear that stupid song for 8 minutes. While
No,
I-
there are some cool things that aren't like rides, but they are like almost like presentations. Oh, like you go on like
The
the
Hall
Back
of
to the Future
Presidents?
ride.
Yeah.
And
I
it is
like
kind of
that.
cool. Like they do like the Disney like magic tricks and things. It's kind of neat.
But that Universal is pretty cool.
Yeah, Universal is cool.
But it's more roller coasters.
I have done Universal, but that was because I was through a radio station at the time, and I was forced to. I had an okay time.
Yeah.
It was fine. But and I like the Back to the Future ride. That was a Universal thing. I
Yeah,
did
the
in
ET
LA.
one was fun.
No, I never did that.
I
Probably
heard.
the same thing. You're on a bike, right? Except
Yeah,
rather
and
than
it's like
being
you're
in that car.
flying.
The Twister one is the worst. Not only is the guy dead, I don't know if they still have it, but he's like, "Hey, you're here. Now we're gonna put some crappy
Bill
water on you."
Pullman
The worst one ever, and I'm sure it's not even there anymore. So when did I go to Universal? It was probably like 2003 or something like that. The earthquake.
I went to that one.
That was just like a presentation where it's about a dead guy. Maybe he was alive at the time when I was there. Charlton Heston. I mean, you're sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
Literally, you're sitting on a bench looking at a movie screen while they're explaining stuff, and stuff shakes a little bit. And then, okay, thanks a lot.
Oh, that's lame.
And I never even saw that movie, and it was big when I was a kid. I've never seen Earthquake.
Come to Citizen Kane World and watch me eat.
Are you still eating?
I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry.
But today, though, guys, there is a Willy Wonka Lego set.
How much is that one?
That one is ranging from 400 to 500 is what it's saying.
See, this
Which
is what
one?
happened.
Which Willy Wonka?
You know what? It doesn't say specifically.
'Cause
It's
is it-
400 to 500, so there must be multiple here.
But I'm saying, is it the Chalamet one or is it the Orig?
That's a good question.
It's,
I'm not sure. Let me look into
Johnny
it.
Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not skip over. Let's not skip
Yeah.
over the
One of
greatness
each.
that happened there.
Yeah, that's
Make them
actually
fight.
good.
This is really what's going on, though, here. There's something behind this, which is a little devious. And it's something I've been reading about for a few months now, which is that because the gap between the wealthy and the non-wealthy is getting so large, an awful lot of brands that are somewhere in the middle that used to push their products toward the middle class are now deciding they're broke, man. So you've got a lot of like playing up to specialty sets and all of this stuff for the people that we know have the money. And so as this gap gets further and further, there's less companies that have products that they're willing to waste their time on you and your lot. You broke ass people. and this is like Lego.
Yeah.
It's not somebody who lives in an apartment complex with 3 kids, a dog, and a wife is going to be buying $1,000
No, they're not
Lego
going to be buying
set.
the Death Star.
It's
I'll
the
finance
people who
it.
already have you can Klarna.
Yeah, Klarna.
For easy payment.
Or
For
a
the-
firm. I like a firm.
For the people in the apartment complex, you get the knockoff, the Mega Blocks, where they spell it without the C. It's BLOKS, Mega
Oh,
Blocks.
okay, yeah. Well, you know what? They fit together just as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not, And the great thing about if your kids are young enough, they don't know they're getting second. Yeah, the problem is once the kids, and I think it's happening more earlier now than before, the sneakers and stuff like that, the type of jeans you wore. By the time I was like 11 or 12, heading into puberty, I started noting, hey, I want the same brand as somebody else. But I think now,
You're getting your shoes from Acme.
yeah, or like I wore Wranglers when everybody else wore, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think the kids now, they're becoming brand aware much earlier. So it's got to be even worse. It's like, yeah, a 5-year-old would know. You didn't get me Legos?
You got me
What
Mega
the hell
Blocks? What is
Mega
this?
Blocks.
It is kind of nice though. There isn't as much like making fun of someone for not being cool. Like there's like the definition of cool is kind of broadened, which is nice.
Okay, all right. But you know what? I think
They're still rich and poor, right?
I think kids need to be. This is a little controversial in 2025. And I'm not talking about violence, and I'm not talking about anybody getting seriously harmed. But I think kids, as you're growing up, kind of being bullied a little bit, it's part of growth. it's like you got to figure out, how do I react to this? Like, what's my reaction going to be? And we end up in a situation now where you've got people who are 23, 24 years old, and they haven't gone through this thing because, parents are always there and they just jump in immediately and they resolve
The
stuff.
helicopter parenting, it's already there.
We talked about this before.
It's more lawnmower parenting.
What's the difference?
Lawnmower parenting is like removing every obstacle in front of your child.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yeah, and so when we used to be out and, just kind of, if we're building a fort, I'm a kid, we used to like to build forts. It's like 6 or 7 of you on a construction job and no one's over 12. So, you have little hierarchies break out. Somebody's kind of the boss and somebody else doesn't like that. And then
Jimmy's better with the saw than maybe you are.
There's altercations.
He's good to the nail gun.
But the parents, my parents were nowhere to be seen. We were out in the woods doing this. And so when conflicts came up, it gives you an opportunity when your brain is still elastic and all that to figure out, okay, what is conflict resolution? I think parents now don't allow their children to learn how to work it out and resolve their own conflicts because they're there. If they're on the playground, the parents are there. Any little dust up happens, woo, here come the parents to resolve that conflict. And it's no wonder that these kids become 23 or 24 and their boss yells at them for the first time and they go in a room and cry.
They're like, what do I do?
Because their brains have not so there's, and by the way, I don't mean that children should be ostracized or, made to feel horrific, but I think a little bit of bullying, a little bit of, if you feel on the out a little bit, it kind of teaches you, okay, one of two things. Do I want to be the guy on the out? Maybe I embrace that. Or what does it take to get on the inside? And then you could go move heaven and earth to get on the inside, and 6 months later realize this ain't much fun. This isn't nearly as like all these things that you're learning if you're allowed to resolve your own conflicts.
Amen. Going back to your Ford example, I remember when my mom and stepdad were living together. There was a new build construction site right across the street from our house, and we were building a fort. And a couple of the neighborhood girls were not happy because we put a hose where the boys could use the restroom through the hose outside of the fort. And the girls.
Why would you need a hose?
That's disgusting.
Why would you need a hose?
You don't need a hose. I understand this. Somebody invents something. We can do this.
The boys invented things, and the girls were upset with us because they're like, well, we can't use the hose to be able to take care of our business. And we're like, it doesn't matter, Emma. It doesn't matter. You can't do it.
If you were 5 years older, you would have said, hey, give it a shot.
Exactly. But that was a good example of, we were playing around with like 2x4s and all kinds of old construction equipment when I was probably 7 or 8 years old. And we were using an old hose to use the bathroom through it for both.
You inventing.
That's number one.
Yeah, stick that hose right up there.
And again, maybe somebody tried that and they learned that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like not the best
They're
idea.
like, hey, that's stupid. Do it like this.
Can you turn it on, please?
But that's a good point. Is you invent things. Now it's dangerous. I remember one time that I was, I think so. I must have been in 3rd grade or something, and we were out building a fort, and I decided this is not. I wouldn't have been here. Like there had been no Von Hessler doctrine, because I had seen telephone pole workers, and you know how they use that massive belt to kind of. So I thought, hey, I'll use my belt like that.
That makes sense.
And putting my whole body weight hanging off a tree.
Yeah.
Back
As a kid?
Yes.
You're like, is that how you do it? No problem. I got that.
Now, I don't know why physics just jumped upside down and I didn't die that day. I didn't fall out of the tree. The damn belt, So it's not, I'm not saying there should be no supervision, but
well, now I feel bad
to learn things.
The other day, Gilbert goes, I'm going to try to climb this tree down here. No, don't. And then I caught myself.
Yeah.
And I let him try, and he goes, I can't get up there. And I said, well, you will eventually.
Yeah.
The trick is with climbing trees is that you're not allowed to help them, because if you do, then they won't be able to get down. They're only going to climb up as far as they can get down.
Yep.
I've had cats who have this problem. They get up there, and then I got to figure out. And I'm afraid of heights.
You're a cat dad.
Unfortunately.
Cat dad.
My wife and I would like to
Bring
be out
that
of the
mug. Don't you have a mug or something?
The what?
Don't you have like a mug that says that?
I have a mug that says cat parent on it.
Okay,
it doesn't even say dad.
It's
like doesn't even identify what gender I am. What?
Please bring it into studio. I'd love to see it.
Or I could just take a photo of it, and I could.
No, it'd be fun for you to use it. It'd be fun.
Like this? I don't drink.
And it's like a little Easter egg for people to watch on the thing to see. Like he's using his cat parent mug.
Yeah, you
they
think
talked
that,
about that.
You think that'll up our video audience?
Absolutely.
Yeah, from
7
like 6
to 8
to 7.
Yeah. Well, look, every little bit counts, right? I mean, you have 6
more
people.
than-
That's
you know?
incentive
more.
to watch.
Yeah, because you might see me. I think, honestly, Woody, I think it says it on the inside of the lip, which I don't know why. Like I can see it while
you're
I'm drinking.
discreet.
That's right. I'm not one
You
of
have
these.
class.
I'm not one of these flashy cat parents. I'm a respect. I've got class. I'm a classy.
And if you do that, Autumn can show her coffee mug that says, "This might be wine."
Yeah, may contain wine. It's wine o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. So my wife and I think if we could blink our eyes and be out of the cat parent business, we would be.
Yeah.
We would be. But, I said to my wife the other day, they're getting old, they pee everywhere, and we're not cruel enough to kill them. So we're going to have to lean into it.
They're peeing everywhere?
Well, one of them is. We're trying to identify which one it is.
Inside?
Inside.
Oh.
Yeah. They said, have you come to destroy my life? Here I am. The kids are out. We got the new deck. We got the new back areas.
Geriatric cat.
The hot tub.
Now it's my time to shine.
I got
empty nesters.
I got one cat who's got some wound that had to be cleaned on its back.
Oh, the oozing cat.
Yeah, the oozing cat.
Oh no! Do you have a bumpy, bony cat?
No, it's
those are
she's
gross.
starting to.
Those are so gross.
He was becoming that, and it's kind of turning it around.
Pet me! I'm gonna rub up against you, and some of my skin's gonna flake.
Then I got the fat cat, who was gone for 2 weeks. This cat never goes outside. I was convinced that the cat was dead. I thought, you know what? It got 16 years. I wasn't happy. I didn't want it. But I thought, in my mind.
But you also were like, adios.
Yeah, it was like that Bills game. I had accepted that they had lost. It was over. It was like, okay, she's gone. 16 years. I hope it wasn't too terrible. And then 2 weeks later, open the door. There she is, sitting on the stoop.
Wild.
Oh,
Lost any weight or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Is this the one that pees?
We don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
We
yet.
don't know which one it is. So I mean,
You have
what
to
are we gonna
quarantine them.
keep it. Yeah, that's what.
You need to question them. Say, hey, listen, the other one gave you up already. Just admit it.
My wife and I are in our 60s. We're ready to put our feet up and kind of enjoy ourselves. We're really not into running around and doing blind tests with different cats to try to.
Hey, this
figure
one
out
smells like this one.
Who keeps whizzing in front of the front door?
I think a cat pees in your house once, you want to sell it and get out because you can't ever get rid of that.
No,
smell.
it's and my wife has really done a good job. Our house still does not. But if they continue.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's just nothing that can
Oh, they'll
be done.
take over.
Oh, yeah. And so my wife said that she saw a thing where you can get a cat cage that's outside.
Oh, those are really cool. They have like heating pads inside that.
Yeah. We might be thinking about that. But I was like, they got to be really good because we have coyotes, so in that area.
Oh, yeah.
So they better be, it's got to be
old
some
folks'
reinforced steel.
Yeah, you put them in the old
It's like
cat
putting
home.
an old cats. We'll go out there once a day. How's everything going? We'll go visit. We'll bring the grandkids to pet them.
Put little pictures of, of your kids out there.
Little kitty bingo for them.
Yeah, I think that if we did it, we would get the real, whatever is the really cool one. Maybe it can be made out of we'll build them a glass house out there or something. I don't know. What do they do when it rains? I don't know. I don't know how it all works.
It's an enclosed thing.
Okay, I think that's what we need.
Yeah, they're protected from the elements, and it's warm in there, and they like it because it's a box.
Well, snakes will like it too then.
Yeah, well, we got to make sure
then you
the
have a
snakes
pet
don't get it.
snake pet.
Okay.
Yeah. We got to keep the
Fresh eggs.
I guess the Joro spiders are not. They can't hurt anybody.
The
Why-
Joros?
Yeah. Why is everybody so crazy about these things?
Because they're invasive.
They're annoying. Their webs are everywhere.
No,
and
they are. I mean, we're getting webs.
can't
all over
really
the
hurt
place.
you,
They
but-
can't hurt you. Their teeth aren't even strong enough
No,
to go
they-
through your skin or your pet.
They can bite you, but they don't. They're not venomous.
They are venomous, but their venom is not bad for people or pets. That's
We
what
need
I
an
just read.
expert.
Well, I just tell you what I just
hey,
read.
we got Joro John over here. Joro.
I'm sorry. He is
Joro John.
You trap him and
Yeah, look at him.
they look like
Puts pins in them. He does that thing.
Crawl around on
they look like bumblebees or something. Like they
Yeah,
got
they're
that yellow and
huge.
black thing. Yeah.
Well, there's a big concern because now they're starting to cross up into the Appalachian Mountains, and I guess the Appalachian State Park.
Yeah.
Go Smoky Mountain State Park.
When they
is
say
saying-
invasive, what does it hurt though? They're just they're killing insects. Isn't that what
Well, they kill
spiders
native
do?
spiders.
Oh,
and take
well,
over
as long
their
as they
territory.
take over and kill the insects.
But they-
Maybe they're taking over food sources for native spiders.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they have no
that's-
natural predators.
Yeah, that's why I won't go to a Braves game. I don't know. What did I?
They're all over the stadium.
Multiple contractors and estimates for your home projects? What a hassle. Instead, trust the Plus. Painting Plus.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus and the Plus family of businesses. We're reliable, fully licensed, and insured. No muss, no fuss. Trust the Plus and leave everything on your list to us.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you have created a 20-question guide that asks the pointed and sometimes uncomfortable questions about where you stand in retirement. And you have to ask yourself, who is your guide?
That's right. Who is your guide? We sometimes think of retirement as like a mountain that you need to climb. And if you're going to ascend the mountain, it's important that you have a guide that has been there before, who has helped other people accomplish the same task. And we've seen that this is so important. There's so much value in the financial planning world. But if you don't know what's accessible, if you don't know what questions to ask, if you don't know what kind of value you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying, oftentimes you don't get it. So we created this guide to ask those questions and really point you in the direction of the type of service, the type of value that you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying if you're engaging a professional money manager or financial planner.
All right, so Matt, how can we get our hands on this 20-question guide?
We want to make it as simple as possible. So you can call us at 770-280-1488. All you have to do is tell the representative that you're looking for our 20-question guide. You can also go to our homepage, retireatlradio.com. You can send us a note there. Just let us know you're looking for the guide. We don't need your email address. You don't have to create an account. You know, it's not protected by some kind of paywall. This is something we want to provide to you for free so that you can know, am I getting value for the fees that I'm paying? It's complimentary, created by us here at the Vincent Financial Group. Again, 770-280-1488. Ask for the guide, or you can go to retireatlradio.com.
770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every Sunday right here on WSB.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
If someone causes you to lay your bike down, hiring proper representation is critical. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Don't hire a lawyer because of slick commercials. Hire a local lawyer that specializes in motorcycle injury law. You can trust my friends at Steelhorse Law. Attorney George Stein is a rider and understands bikers' needs. Steelhorse Law has represented thousands of local riders and can maximize the value of your recovery. Schedule your free consultation at steelhorselaw.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, DeKalb County mourning the loss of veteran firefighter Preston Fant, who was killed Monday while battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia.
His bravery, his sacrifice, and his service will never be forgotten by those with whom he served or by DeKalb County.
County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says Fant leaves behind a wife and 5 children. Pebblebrook High School in Cobb County goes into a brief code red lockdown today after an altercation involving a weapon. All 3 students involved are now in police custody. The school district says staff acted quickly to secure the building and all students are safe. No injuries are reported. A Fulton County Superior Court judge plans to dismiss racketeering charges against more than 60 defendants accused of trying to stop the construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center.
The state attorney general's office has said it's going to appeal this ruling from Fulton County Superior Court Judge Kevin Farmer, who says AG Chris Carr did not have the authority to bring these racketeering charges against 61 people who were charged in a conspiracy to riot against construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center.
WSB's Veronica Waters reports the judge says prosecutors need a permission from the governor to bring the case. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres is condemning the Israeli airstrikes on Hamas leadership targets in Qatar.
It lays bare a stark reality. The world is spending far more on waging war than on building peace.
Israel has pulled out of ongoing ceasefire talks until further notice. Qatar calls the strike cowardly. The U.S. says it did have advance notice of the strike. Anheuser-Busch is making a big new investment in its Cartersville plant. The more than $9 million will be used to upgrade equipment needed to produce Michelob Ultra, the fastest growing beer brand in the country. It's one of 48 different products made at the Cartersville facility, which opened in 1993. It is now 3:32, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Travel advisory's been in place on the south side, Bill, but they're picking up the cones on 75 southbound at Forest Parkway exit 237. That's been a crash working in 2 left lanes. They're getting everything off to the right. Still slow, though, out of Hateville, and boy, it's done a number to 285 eastbound, the outer loop around the airport. You're jammed up all the way back to I-85. Heads up in Midtown, it is very slow, 75-85 northbound from University Avenue all the way up to 17th Street, where they blocked all lanes, got some trouble off to the right there. Earlier construction in Kennesaw is all gone. It was in the right lane, but everything's back open, 75 southbound before Barrett Parkway, exit 269. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Blue skies and sunshine today, high 82. The northeast wind gusting 20 miles per hour. Clear and cool for tonight, lows in the mid to upper 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 84. Starting to heat up on Thursday with a high of 87.
It is a beautiful afternoon in Metro Atlanta, 78 in Gresham Park, 75 in Woodstock, 76 in Locust Grove. More news at 4 o'clock, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Excavations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Excavations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Attention clean home enthusiasts. Don't miss this one-day deal from Zerez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Schedule today to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $109. That's right, 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $109. This offer is only available until midnight tonight, so schedule now before it's too late. Use promo code SALE109 at ZerezAtlanta.com. Don't miss out. 3 rooms of carpet for just $109. Zerez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
This is Mike Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers.
And this is Jonathan Geller. And Dad, you ever think we're too honest in our commercials?
What do you mean?
Like telling people we've got the best prices in Atlanta.
It all comes down to the best jewelry at the best prices.
Maybe that's why folks have trusted us since 1939.
Exactly.
In Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Cue the jingle.
Affordable jewelry for everyone is at D. Geller & Son.
All right, so we're past the Legos. Oh, I'm sorry, the Legi. And we are now, I know, George, it's Lego. We're past The Lego blocks.
By the way, Longo did text us. And
Lego Longo?
Lego Longo. He texted us and he said, it is the original Willy Wonka that came out today.
All right.
Not
there
any
you
of
go.
the
I didn't know
Timothée
that.
Chalamet.
I approve then.
Okay, well, good. I'll tell you what. You go out and buy it for $1,000. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, there's also a Wally, Black Pearl,
And
Wicked.
you know, if you spend $1,000 on that, and in 2025 you brought that home to your 8, is he 8 or 9 now? Your young
8.
Yeah, 8 years old. I don't even think he'd be interested in it. You're like, I want to go on VR. I want to play a video game.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
It's
sit
how many
here.
pieces? It's like 1,000
Yeah,
million
well, you're
pieces.
paying $1,000.
Some are collectible, though. Virtual Legos.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's too busy
yeah.
on his headset
Yeah.
virtually building.
What's he
a Lego
watching on that damn headset? Are you be a good parent, or is he just able to run all over the virtual world on that thing at
There's
8
no
years
virtual
of age?
world. He's playing
Oh, he didn't get online?
Gorilla Tag and
Who's he tagging?
it's other gorillas.
Okay, but I mean, is he on? My point is he playing?
know.
Is it peer to peer? Is he playing some other kid? It's
It's like a billion kids are all in one server and they all chase each other.
Right. Okay, but I mean, are they yelling at each other, calling
Yeah.
each other names?
Oh, Pete's hilarious. He's like he makes little he made like a betting thing where he like had different I don't know, things that you can like pay for that you can like work for to get these different these different things.
Yeah.
And then he had people give him like donate something to him, and then he would then randomly pick something of his own to give to them. And they were like it was supposed to be like betting. And he had like this little business going.
Oh no!
And he also like rallies people together. He's like, "Come on, boys, it's time to grind." And stuff like that. He's hilarious.
Hey, you may have a future head coach on your hands there.
I mean, he's
Somebody
always
who-
yelling. He's like,
is he a leader
"Guys,
of men?"
Come on, don't take that from them. That's theirs. Hey, let's go get that guy. Come on."
You're maybe you have a leader of men on your hands.
He is. I mean, listen, anywhere we go, he seems to get like a little job. He makes
Yeah.
friends with the workers, and they let him help and like.
Yeah, look at that.
He gets tips.
Yeah,
he got
problem
us
is-
like free cookies and stuff.
I was like that. I was very much
Yeah.
like wanted to be. When I was a kid, I wanted to have a real job, and then when I became an adult, the last thing in the world I wanted was a job. So, be careful. He may peak early with that
Too
interest as
early.
I did.
Yeah.
when I was 18, the last damn thing in the world I wanted to do was go work and do anything for anyone.
Don't let him catch
That's
on.
why I went into stand up and I wasn't
Yeah.
good at it, but it was like I could. Hey, what do you do for a living? I just was able to tell somebody something. That's it.
Well, he certainly doesn't do any work for me.
Well, there you go. Because you're not paying him.
I
in
would.
Virtual goods. What do you mean you would? You're the mom.
I'll
He's
give
8
him
years
money.
old. You tell
listen,
me.
he already has an allowance that just goes into a savings account.
Oh, he doesn't even see it. He doesn't work
Yeah, it's
for
like
it.
hundreds of dollars.
It's got to be like, Mom, I want to see this movie. Well, clean up your room and vacuum the rest of the
Oh,
apartment, and then you could see the movie.
He created this points system that I put on a whiteboard for him, and then I'm like, "Hey, you want to empty the trashes? That's 100 points." And he's like, "No."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Because he knows he's at the end of the day, he's going to get the things that he really wants.
And he's just the ideas man. He's like, "I got ideas."
I got ideas. I'm not the follow through guy. I'm an ideas guy. All right. Well, I like it. He's going to be in management. The question is, what we don't know is he just going to be middle management for his entire life, or is he going to be one of these people who just
His
goes
mom
right to
would
the
just let him
top?
play football. I think he'd be fine.
Well,
she's
Ellie's
not
going to be
gonna
a
let him.
surgeon, and she's going to be taking care of the entire family. We're
There
all
you
going to
go.
be sucking off Ellie's
Oh,
wallet.
because basically you're looking at the two kids. You're going, that's the one that's going to make the money.
Well, so far.
That's the one that's going to make the money. But you never know because she can.
Yeah, you
meet,
never know. I'm
she
not
can, She can
banking
meet
on
a guy who rides a motorcycle when she's 17, and the whole thing goes
Adios, Ma.
entirely different direction. You just don't know. There's something about
I work at a local diner.
something about the kid on the motorcycle is just quite attractive to the 17-year-old.
Few tats right
Yeah,
there.
Dad's not like that. Yeah, I'll show Mom and Dad. Yeah, let's go to Arizona. But you're only 17. I don't care. Let's go to Arizona. I like that age when you're a teenager and you come up with plans. For a while, me and I was older. I mean, I had a job and everything. But me and like 2 or 3 other people, we just decided, we're moving to Florida. I was like 17 years old. And we'd be on city buses and stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to get to Florida, man. It's going to be great. Blah, blah, blah. We had no idea. Like, no one thought, do we know anybody in Florida? Anybody
What are we going to do when we get there?
When we get there, do we any perspective on?
How far did you get?
We didn't go. We never went. We
Never
just
went
talked about it.
anywhere? Oh.
No, we just talked about it as we as we rode around on city buses.
Was there a reason why Florida was the landing place?
I have no idea. Well, we were in Western New York, so obviously
so
it'd be
it's
nicer
warm,
to be
better
in
weather.
a
That
warm
makes
place.
sense.
But we were just idiots. We were just street rats. Like we had any idea what it would take, the wherewithal necessary to make a move like that. So before we got into the whole Legos thing, I was saying one of the other new things is Apple had one of their deals. Tim Apple went out there.
That's right.
And so I don't understand. So now they have a cheaper. It's debuting at $999. It's called the iPhone Air, because it's really thin. But didn't we learn? I thought last year or weren't we told everything's going to go by the year?
Oh, that's a good point.
I think this is an in-between product. So the idea was it's going to be iPhone 26, the next one, right? Whatever.
Right,
because
right.
it comes out in November. It's mostly going to be used in 26. And now they're introducing in-between products, which is like this
They did
one.
say that, didn't they?
Because this one, so what is this? You have Tim Apple talking about
A little
this?
bit. Now, a lot of it was very produced. It was more of a commercial, but he of course
Hi.
did his typical.
Hi,
y'all. Did his typical.
Hey,
Good morning.
Purple.
good morning.
And then he talked about at the very end that your OS system is going to change with the new phones as well.
Our new OS releases will be available as developer betas today. With
Right.
a further beta coming next month.
He doesn't even
and they
sound
will be
excited.
available to all users this fall.
How old is he? Is he another
First-
one that's like
right.
an octogenarian now? He's got to be in his 70s, right?
We have
Bill
another
Gates died.
beautiful color, perfect for spraying.
Sprang.
Is he the one that
Perfect
gave
spraying.
that little glass thing to Trump and was all shaky?
What's that? He's 64. Oh, he's only a couple years older than me.
Yes, he
who
did.
gave-
He did
No,
give.
was that him?
It was him.
Yes.
And he was so nervous.
Yeah, because he knew he was like, oh, I hate doing this. They all hate doing this.
Wow, it's nice. Wow.
But they know that
Next.
they got to keep this guy happy with them, or he will just who knows what. And so he's like handing this thing, and he knows he's going to be memed, and he knows he's going to be mocked, but he's got a company to run, and he doesn't want the president of the United States singling him out. That's why I think these phones they're not going to charge more. You know, Apple, they used to have, I don't know if they still do, at one point in cash, they had something like $280 billion or something. So I don't know what that's done, if it's lower or more. But I think because they don't want to draw the ire of Trump, I think they're going to dip into that cash flow and they're going to eat some of this tariff stuff. Because if you do that, then Trump really likes you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a feeling they might kind of do that. But it's another thing. It's thin as hell. This is the thinnest one ever.
Oh, it'll break easier.
It doesn't even have a SIM card because it doesn't have room for that. It's
This one's invisible.
It's
This one you can pretend.
And now here are these cases you can slap on it.
Yes.
to make it 4 inches. I mean, I don't get it. The sell is always how thin they are, and then everybody slaps a case on it so everything becomes bulky. I really don't.
Well, the
Why
phones,
is the sell that it's thin, and then everybody makes them bulky once they get them?
if the phones keep getting smaller and smaller, at least the cases get smaller and smaller. too.
Sure, ultimately.
But still, I mean, it is still bulky.
Well, they need to make them indestructible. Then if they do that, then you don't need the case.
Well, there's no such thing as indestructible.
Bulletproof glass.
Yeah, and what do you think that's going to cost? It's also heavy, so you got to weigh these things out.
Weigh them.
I didn't even realize how clever I was being. That's amazing. How do I do it?
It seems like the biggest thing.
I know
that
the audience asked that question, but sometimes I do as well. How do I do it?
How does he do it?
It's magic, I guess.
The new Apple Watch Ultra 3 will have satellite connectivity. That's pretty cool. So that way you don't have to be reliant on.
That's great. Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be able to talk to the satellites.
It'd be perfect. You could just, and so you could talk to, Starlink right in your hand.
The one good thing that I saw, I think this could be cool if it works as advertised, the new earpods. So
AirPods.
AirPods. I'm sorry. Yeah, earbuds, AirPods. Okay.
Old man.
Airbud.
I call them whatever.
Airbud. Airbud
Buds,
was
pods.
a movie.
Headphones.
So the new AirPods, so it'll do translation of other languages on the fly. So if two people from different countries or who speak different languages both have the same AirPods on,
That's cool.
they're saying that almost in real time, the AirPods will translate from one person to another.
Hola.
Now, if that, hello.
Hello.
¿Cómo estás?
What?
Ain't bad. You?
So that I just wonder. I wonder if that's going to be as good as advertised, because they're a little lagging in AI support and things like that. I don't know how much you would need for that, but it would be great if it was almost real time. If you say something to somebody and then they have to wait 2 minutes, and then they say it to you and you have to wait 2 minutes. Not quite as good.
Well, then imagine if you're somebody on the outside of that conversation. So you have the two people that speak different languages with the AirPods in, and then you walk up. I mean, you would hear somebody speaking French and Spanish, and you're like, what in the
What's going on?
I'm like trying to understand
I
this.
knew we
mixing together.
Yeah, we become one world government. That's the next thing that's coming.
Thanks.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT core body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
This is Andy Harris, President at Coosa Valley Credit Union, where we believe in the power of human connection. When you call us, you're not greeted by a machine, but by a real person who's here to listen and assist you. Coosa Valley Credit Union. We're local, we're kind, and we're here for you.
Living in the South offers us a lot of things. We get to bop carpenter bees with a badminton racket, and we get to argue which is better, tea or sweet tea. We also get to use our deck 12 months a year, and that is awesome. Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations, my deck guys. You know when is a great time to get a new deck? Now. It's always deck season, and Ben Hill Renovations can turn your old backyard into outdoor living space. Host a party, watch the big game, cook out. It's all possible on your new deck from Ben Hill Renovations, and it's easy. Ben Hill offers free estimates at your home, or you can go to their showroom where you can see and feel the many different options for your new deck. Ben Hill offers a better contractor experience. Every project is built with future county and city code requirements in mind, and all jobs are backed by the Ben Hill Renovations Workmanship Warranty. See them on the web at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, you can save on red, white, or black seedless grapes. They're only $1.69 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Let me teach you some physics. In a great big wind, the bigger and flatter the object, the more force the wind creates. Surface area times the square of the hypotenuse times wind speed divided by E equals MC squared, or some kind of math. Doesn't matter. But when storm season hits, your garage door is just standing there waiting for wind and physics to break it or dent it or send the whole thing flying down the street. And that, my friends, is science. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern wind-rated doors are built to withstand the forces of nature. Composite materials are stronger than the cheap old aluminum door that came with your house. And the tracks and rollers won't bend under the stress. It keeps your car safe and your insurance premiums low. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll make sure you're ready. And Stay in school, kids.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Oh yeah, what were you saying that the new Apple Watch? What is the new health thing that?
Well, no, this is the
the AirPods.
So the AirPod, not only will you be able to translate, but it has improved noise cancellation and in-ear heart rate tracking.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't want my vitals. I don't want my vitals constantly being taken by my wearables.
It's gonna keep you safe.
Keep the wearables away from my vitals. I don't want to know all of this stuff all the time. They have a lot of times I'll be doing the prep, going through the news aggregators, and you'll see these stories that are like 5 signs that you're on the verge of death. I never click.
Nope.
I don't want to know.
You're in the hospital and you're dying. Number 1.
Number 1. You hear the machine go beep. Yeah. But I don't want to know that if I hear that. I just don't want to know because honestly, then you'd be that thing where every time you get something and you look it up and online, you convince yourself you have cancer.
Oh, like going to
no matter what.
WebMD. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have that. It would just be constant for me. You know what? Once things don't feel right, I go to the doctor and he says, get out of here. My doctor already thinks that I'm, what do you call it?
Hypochondriac?
For some reason, I wanted to say agoraphobic. Hypochondriac, and I'm not. It's just, sometimes you want to get things checked out. And I think now I walk in, I just feel like he looks at me like, why are you wasting my time? Like, okay, you know what, this attitude, what's going to happen is I am 61 years of age. I'm going to just stop. Well, I don't want to face the doctor, and he's going to raise his eyebrow.
I'm going to die from heartbreak because you keep rejecting me.
Yes. Maybe I enjoy being probed.
Well, who doesn't?
Who doesn't, for heaven's sakes? A good prodding every once in a while cleans you out.
Root around.
Isn't that an old wives' tale?
Yeah.
Hey,
Makes sense.
A
It's
root
in the
in a
farmer's
day keeps the doctor away.
Farmer's Almanac.
Now, if you're on the other side of health, you'll be happy about this news that Waffle House partners DoorDash for overnight delivery service in U.S., including the ATL.
Of course.
Sweet.
So if you want Waffle House at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can get Waffle House delivered to you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now, I kind of like this because at least you avoid, if you're like, the night's coming to an end, right? And if you're at that level where you're a little too drunk where you probably shouldn't be out, maybe you avoid the Waffle House fight because you just ordered it to the house.
Or it ends up in your house.
Yeah, they bring the fight to you.
I don't know. Because I want the ambiance as well.
Yeah.
I want 3 o'clock Waffle House feel. Here's the thing is, I don't know what DoorDasher. First of all, who's DoorDashing at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Drunk people.
No. Who would be working?
No, who's working?
Oh.
At 3 in the morning.
If there's a thing for it, there's a market.
I guess, but do you really want to walk into the situations that you're walking in, delivering Waffle House to someplace at 2:30 in somebody's home? I mean, the situations. You know what? I'll tell you this: if you're a writer, I'd do this. I mean, you're going to walk into human situations delivering Waffle House at 4:30 in the morning.
Well, you try not to see the people. You just leave it and
Yeah,
then take a picture and run away.
Yeah. In this case, though, I want the door to open. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
In there. What is happening?
Hey, the DoorDasher's here. Hey.
And also, here's
Go on,
another
give him a shot. Give him a shot.
I would guess that almost nobody that orders Waffle House at 4:30 in the morning through DoorDash can afford it.
Probably
like the
not,
next day,
no.
we spent $75 on what?
On 2 waffles and some sausage.
Or they're gonna be like they're gonna order way too much food. And it will probably
it'll be $135
Yeah, easily.
I myself have paid $40 for a cheeseburger,
I like the idea of
and
giving.
it was okay. It wasn't. You would think.
Was it a fast food
Can you
burger?
imagine
or
telling somebody in 1975 that you spent $40 on a cheeseburger? They would well, was that like did they fly the beef patties in from
Brazil?
Brazil, Spain, or something
Yeah.
like was it the greatest cheeseburger? No, it's just another day, and I just didn't feel like going down there.
35 cents at McDonald's then.
I like the idea of taking care. If you decide to be one of these people that ends up door dashing late at night, make sure that you really tip those DoorDash drivers that are showing up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, why?
Because they're doing a hard job there. That's a hard
listen,
job.
people, the tips have gotten out of control. Stop guilting me for bigger. There are tips for every. I can't remember. It was just a couple of days ago. There was a thing for a tip. Nobody did anything. Nobody, literally,
Well, they just
nobody.
flip the iPad around on
just
you?
whatever. It's like, yeah, and you can, and I always do it because I just, I'm like.
Was it a restaurant?
I'm like Trump. I want to get into heaven or something.
let me do that. There are some places I just completely ignore it.
Well, listen, if they give me the food and I have it all in my hand, then maybe I'm more willing to do that. But if there's still any preparation of the food that needs to be done, I gotta do something. And the game is they always want you to go for the middle.
Yeah, right.
The high end is put there. It's like, the way most cars are now. You don't really need, if you don't have manual, you just got a basic car. The 87 gas is perfectly fine. But the way they set it up is high end, low end, middle, and there's just this psychological thing that happens like, well, I don't want the crappy gas.
I want to get that 89.
Oh, yeah, I get that 89.
Autumn's guilty of getting the 89 when she doesn't need it.
Autumn.
Just for funsies.
Okay,
Should I be
well,
10 cents?
When you've
it's like
got
10 cents more.
When you've got, but see what that's what they do. You psychologically go, well, I'm getting better gas. It means nothing to the engine. Now, back in the day, it did, but these days it doesn't if you don't have a manual.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. But it's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
This fall on The Megyn Kelly Show, we're going on the road through 10 U.S. cities with no BS, no agenda, and no fear. It's Megyn Kelly Live, presented by Y Refi and SiriusXM. Go to MegynKelly.com to get your tickets now.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, a weapons scare at a Cobb County high school today. 3 students are now in custody.
A school district spokesperson confirms to WSB that Pebblebrook High School was put under a brief code red lockdown this afternoon after a fight on campus where a weapon was found. Officials say staff acted quickly to secure the building. The school's specialized canines were not on campus at the time of the incident. They were encouraging anyone with with safety concerns to report them to the district's tip line. Just last month, the man was arrested after breaking into the building multiple times outside of school hours. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta. When do we see a return of the heat? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A legal victory for dozens of Atlanta Public Safety Training Center protesters today. WSB's Veronica Waters reports live. A Fulton County judge says he's going to drop racketeering charges.
Yeah, and that legal victory won't last long if the state attorney general Chris Carr has his way. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Kevin Farmer says the state AG did not have the authority to bring the RICO or arson charges against 61 defendants accused of conspiring to stop Atlanta's Public Safety Training Center. Some in the Stop Cop City movement were charged with violence and vandalism, while others faced racketeering allegations for passing out food or flyers. The judge says it is possible that count 2, the domestic terrorism charges against 5 defendants, may stand. Spokeswoman Kara Richardson says the AG will continue the fight against domestic terrorists, strongly disagrees with this ruling, and will appeal right away. Reporting live, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A DeKalb County firefighter is remembered as a hero after losing his life battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia.
Preston Fant was a husband and father of 5. He was also an elite veteran firefighter, according to Chief Darnell Fulham.
Fant was an extraordinary firefighter who served at this very fire station for 21 years.
Fulham says it is the only instance of a firefighter in DeKalb County dying actively battling a blaze. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson ordered flags in the county lowered to half staff.
His bravery, his sacrifice, and his service will never be forgotten.
Plans for a memorial service are in the works. The exact circumstances of his death are under review. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A former Grady Hospital nurse who's accused of sexually assaulting a 73-year-old patient is denied bond today. 55-year-old Chapel Lee is charged with rape, aggravated sexual battery, and tampering with evidence. The alleged victim, Eva Lay, died shortly after the incident occurred last October. A former Lithia Springs High School track coach pleads guilty to having a sexual relationship with a student. 48-year-old Carrie Hood was arrested in December of 2023 for having improper sexual contact with a member of the school's track team. As part of the plea deal, he's sentenced to 25 years with 12 to serve. Once out of prison, Hood will have to register as a sex offender. The White House says the U.S. got a heads up to Israel's attack against Hamas in Qatar.
The Trump administration was notified by the United States military that as Israel was attacking Hamas, which very unfortunately was located in a section of Doha.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the U.S. immediately notified Qatar, which has been mediating efforts to end the war between Israel and Hamas. New signs are meant to slow down speeders in Cobb County.
The Cobb Board of Commissioners has approved the purchase of 3 more radar speed signs to place in areas where police say traffic needs calming. Commissioner Joanne Burrell used her contingency funding to purchase the signs out of concern for North Cobb traffic that will count speeders.
We have had some calls and complaints regarding speeding in school zones and neighborhoods.
The area around Sprayberry High School is getting some extra attention in an audit to see if further safety measures need to be taken. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A break for taxpayers in the city of Woodstock. The city council approves what it calls a historic tax decrease for property owners.
At a time where we have made the largest investment in our infrastructure, our parks and trails, our police.
Mayor Michael Caldwell says this would be the lowest tax rate Woodstock has had in at least 30 years. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
Already watching brake lights on 85 northbound as you make your way out of DeKalb up toward Norcross. You're slow from Chamblee-Tucker Road for the trek up to Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. And then looking pretty good up into Suwanee once you get past that. 400 northbound. That delay starts in Sandy Springs from 285 up past Abernathy Road, exit 5. 75 northbound, just sluggish from Delk Road as you make the commute up into Kennesaw and Ackworth. Southbound's improved greatly this afternoon out of Ackworth. That right lane construction all gone near Barrett Parkway, exit 269. With a check of the ride through downtown Atlanta, it's Kobe Dawkins.
75-85 northbound, it's slow starting at Langford Parkway, making your way up to 17th Street. 85 southbound, the heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, stretching to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies this evening, temperatures cooling quickly into the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Continuing to heat up on Thursday with sunny sunny skies, high 87.
Right now it's 77 in Marietta, 80 in Snellville, and 79 in Peachtree City. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. You would have thought we would have exhausted the conversation on gasoline and fuel, but we haven't. This is a story from WSB TV online. I've never heard of them, but I hear they're pretty good.
I hear they're nearby.
Yeah. I think I might know a person or two that.
Maybe.
So it says this is like, I'm sad that this happened to this person, but sometimes you get like a warning and there's nothing you could do with it. So be careful where you get your gas, woman says after water found in car's fuel.
Woman says.
Yeah,
they're always saying stuff.
Why did you say it
these
like
ladies. Premium, this is Loganville, Georgia is the Dateline.
Oh my God.
You were born there.
I was not born there.
Oh, no, you lived there when you were a kid. I'm sorry, you're born in Washington, D.C. Okay, I have to keep all these things straight. I have too many friends. Where was I born?
What's my last name?
Where was I born?
You're born in...
You see, I'm always on the hook, and yet people
Yeah,
don't
but
have
I'm
to...
never saying where you're born.
Syracuse.
Louisville.
I knew it was Syracuse.
No, Dillard Springs.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Yeah. 4 weeks. We lived there 4 weeks, and then we were gone.
Louisville.
Premium gas sales have been halted at a Chevron station in Walton County after a customer's vehicle was damaged by contaminated fuel. The incident occurred on, who cares then, but it's on Lawrenceville Road in Loganville, where Leslie Crawford's car broke down after she filled it with premium gas that was later found to be 10% water. She's quoted, "Be careful where you get your gas because you never can tell." And I appreciate that, Leslie Crawford, and I'm sorry that you went through what you did, but thanks for the warning. What am I supposed to do with it?
Yeah.
Like, how do I don't know. You got to be careful.
Well,
do I go in?
You got to taste it first.
Yep, it don't got no water.
Like, do I walk in? Hey, before I
This
purchase,
gas is refreshing.
before I purchase gas from your fine establishment, any water in there? Be honest with me. Is there any water? Like, how?
No, sir. There's no water in there.
Okay,
Sir.
well, then I guess I'll go ahead and I'll get it. Look, there's Wes Moss just walked in.
Hi.
There's no water in his gas tank. He's always fueled up, ready to go. But he's a little bit late. A couple of minutes. You going to blame it on the traffic? Or are you going to blame it on society?
Blame it on the rain.
You know, I was doing an interview with AARP.
Those are the old people.
Well, we talked about that.
Association for Retired People.
We talked about it. It's 50 plus, and I'm not quite there, but I'm pretty darn close.
Yeah.
And the writer, I guess reporter, who she said, yeah, this is ridiculous that it's 50. 50 sounds way too young.
Yes. No, that is true. But they need to, at some point.
But they do market now. She actually said our audience is now people in their 40s.
Yeah, you start getting that crap when you're in your late 40s.
Yeah. Well, because they want you by the time you're 50. And AARP, I believe, was the sponsor of the last Rolling Stones tour, and that is not a joke.
They
absolutely were.
It makes sense, right?
That
That's your
one
demo.
makes total sense.
Yeah, that's your demo. But I think at some point they realized we'd get more money if we could convince people at 50 that they're senior citizens and they're about to retire.
Right, and her point was people are living longer, so they want their money to last even longer.
Yeah.
And they're trying to retire earlier, and that's what this was about. There was a big stink in the financial planning world pretty recently. The guy who invented the rule of thumb of how much money you can use of your money without running out.
Was there a scandal?
I'd probably call it a reverse scandal.
Oh, okay. He wasn't found in a motel room.
No,
okay,
not at all.
Right.
I think I don't know how, he's probably in his 80s.
Yeah.
And
so, what did he say? What did he say? He supported Trump or something? What's the scandal?
This thing?
I keep pulling on it. And it never works.
When he was, this is in the 90s, this is a guy, his name is William Bengen, and he came up with something called the 4% rule, which is a measure of how much of your portfolio, of your assets you can use, inflating it every year for inflation. So keeping up with inflation.
Like 2% a year or something like that?
Well, whatever inflation is.
Right.
Without running out of money. So how do you, the way I look at it is, how do you max out without running out?
Mm-hmm.
You can say, look, to use 1% of your money. Well, then you'll never run out, right? You last 100 years at no growth.
But he said 4 is where you get to max without running out.
Right. And that was because it's an unsolvable math equation because you don't know how long you're going to live. So there's no perfect way to solve it for any one person. It became a really easy way for people to wrap their heads around, hey, how much of this can I use?
Mm-hmm.
And the financial planning community really jumped on it. And
what's the scandal? What's happened now?
He just updated the number.
Oh, no.
Oh, can you believe it?
Oh, no. Now, is this just something he did because he's 80? He doesn't have much else to do. I've already fixed all the faucets in the house. I need to sit down and do something. Is it a play for more fame? Does he miss the fame of being the 4% guy?
I've interviewed the guy. He's like the last guy that's looking for fame.
Okay.
He was an aeronautical engineer.
All right. Yeah, they're good and boring.
And then he turned into a financial advisor. So put those two together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you've got not the guy you want to get stuck in a corner at a party with.
But he's a very nice guy.
Sure
but he's
he is.
super analytical, pocket protector kind of guy.
What did he go up to 5%, 6%?
He went up to 4.7.
Oh no, I can't have it. I got to call Wes. What's happening with my money? They've changed everything now. For heaven's sakes.
Right. So again, it's
how you know be good.
As far as scandals go, does this even get to the 1 in the Richter scale? It's like it's almost a reverse scandal.
I don't know. There's something in there though. Maybe if you could solve that math problem, is that you get to a certain age, say 67, and at the point that you work it out at the 4% rule or 4.7, at the point that does run out, that's when you like that's your end date. You go to Oregon, you lay down on a pod, and it's all over. But it could be a way. It could be a way it's telling you, you know what? You're just simply living too long. I mean, you're a good person and you work very hard, but you're just kind of eating up all the assets, and it's time to go. You know what? People have to recognize that sometimes it's time to leave the party.
But here,
don't be a straggler.
But if you look at it from a dollar
I'm all right to
perspective,
drive, right?
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Yes.
So 4 to 4.7 sounds inconsequential.
But it's probably a lot.
It's a 17.5% difference.
Is it? Wow, going from 4% to 4.7% actually turns out to be a 17% difference?
Yeah. 0.7 divided by 4. It's 1.7. Yeah,
I dropped out of the ninth. I dropped out of the ninth grade. I dropped out of the ninth grade. Sometimes
so for somebody, that can be a very real number.
Sure.
And again, it's all based on historical data. So you go back to the 1920s and you start running models of, if I take this amount, how long does it last if it's in this kind of portfolio?
Mm-hmm.
And you run it from rolling 30-year periods, and you start every month. And you say, so you think about...
Oh, so every month is a new rolling 30 years.
So 1937 March to 30 years later March. And then April of 1937 to 30 years later. And is the money still there?
Mm-hmm.
And so that is originally how he did the calculations. And then we started doing these calculations. It's probably been a decade ago. I said to our team, I said, we can do that too. So we recreated his study, confirmed the data, and said, oh, yeah, it actually looks like it could be a little bit higher than 4.
Yeah.
So I've always called it the 4% plus rule.
There you go. You see? You were ready for this. While the rest of the retire market is scrambling, they don't know what to do, not Wes Moss. He got ahead of this. That's what he does. He gets ahead of it. We got to come back and talk about, job growth numbers, boring stuff. Great divorce.
You inspired Money Matters this weekend. I did. I used your topic.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's good because I
get paid, Eric.
I'm the worst at managing money possible. Am I going to get a little mailbox money from that?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
He's stealing. He's stealing from you, Eric.
Have you heard about gray divorce? Supposedly it's affecting people's retirement plans. I want to talk about that's a cool thing to talk about.
I think it's called silver.
It says here gray.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. If you guys are calling it silver, hey, 4.7% 4.7.
4.7. What's the difference?
All right. Hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's a stall on 285 by the airport.
Yeah, that's right. Good afternoon, Eric and gang. We got eyes on this one. It's in the center lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop. Riverdale Road exit 60. It's having negative impacts on 85 north coming out of Union City with delays back toward Flat Shoals. Looks like trouble just cleared as well into DeKalb, 285 northbound, the outer loop at Glenwood Road exit 44. Brake lights stretch back to Flat Shoals. If you're traveling 285 southbound, the inner loop out of DeKalb, you're on the brake lights from I-85 down into Clarkston, and some north side perimeter delays on 285 westbound, the outer loop between Dunwoody and Sandy Springs. How's I-20 over on the west side, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, 20 westbound, you're slow leaving downtown from 75-85 getting to I-285. 20 east, you're a little slow getting past Thornton Road, getting to the perimeter I-285. And this report is sponsored by YRefi.com. Is private student debt ruining your life? It doesn't have to. Just go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com and get your life back. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Where you're going is a given. How you're getting there?
Well, that's the question.
We will start to see some delays if they shut that ramp down on 285 East.
Before you hit the navigation
You're
app.
going to
be slowing right around Hudson Bridge Road.
Listen to the people you can trust.
And really slow out of Ackworth into Emerson.
Updated traffic as often as you need it every time you listen.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
More experience, more reliable, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Bugs are everywhere. You need a pest control company that protects the outside and inside of your home. That's Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice, quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Hi, I'm Becca, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As an in-house designer, I can't wait for you to see our incredible selection of stylish and stackable rings. If you're shopping for your wedding bands, we have high-quality designs for every style and budget, from romantic to modern. If you're looking to add to a stack, your options are endless. Discover styles with clusters of gemstones, sleek all-metal designs, updated cigar bands, and signet rings perfect for an engraving. Because a friend knows you like options. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price, materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOURwealth.com.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our guaranteed offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest all-cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
A DUI conviction could get you fired, get your license suspended, and increase your insurance rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. I recommend you talk to my friend George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you'd need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned, still no contracts, and still offering monitoring from just $16.95 a month.
EMC Security, smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
After an accident, don't let the insurance company dismiss, downplay, and deny your claim. When they're treating you like just another number, you know who to call.
Get the dignity, compassion, and respect you deserve.
Call attorney John Foy and Associates today.
What was that, Eric?
I was just saying, sometimes it's fun. Okay. Wes Moss, we were just talking about. You are in the retirement industry. You help people retire happy and soon. And I just saw that gray divorce is on the rise and impacting retirement plans. So this is like, I've never understood. Now, I don't think anybody should stay in a marriage that is abusive, but I don't understand when people are married and then all of a sudden they've been together all this time and they decide to get divorced when they're like 65, 66. I really don't get it.
I've had it.
All right, now probably your kids are mad at you for a while. One or the other is going to be diagnosed with something.
They see
in
what
a number
Bill
of years.
Belichick's going through probably. They're probably, I could do that.
Yeah. But see, Bill Belichick got $1 billion.
Can you win
Yeah.
6
He's
Super
got
Bowls?
$1 billion. So I always think it's like, yeah, okay, you know what? I just want to go out and have some fun. Then 6 months later, you find out you've got some kind of debilitating disease and you need your family and they're not there. So I've always thought that was a dumb idea. You're going to get divorced in your 30s or 40s. But this is happening more and more. And so what do you do when all of you've been given guidance to a couple for, say, 10 years, 15 years? All of a sudden they're 65 and they're like, you know what? We're splitting this in two.
It's really tough. There's really no good answer. I mean, one of the core tenets of The Millionaire Next Door.
I remember that book.
Dr. Thomas Stanley and Bill Danko wrote that book. And one of the core tenets had to do with longevity of marriage because marriage, first of all, it's really hard to become a millionaire. Second of all,
without marriage, you're saying?
Just in general.
Oh, just in general, yes.
Second of all, it's almost impossible if you end up going through even just one divorce because it's already really hard to accumulate wealth. But if you are in the middle of that wealth accumulation journey and then it's cut in half,
right?
You end up, it just sets people back and it makes it so it's really hard to recover. Number one. Number two, then what do you do next? So then the combination of having a couple, again, hard enough doing it on your own or hard enough doing it together. Now you're on your own. Now, sure, maybe you get remarried. That can happen, obviously can happen. But then you not only get cut in half, then you have to go and try to repair that damage at later stages when you have less time to work and you're doing it alone.
Yeah.
And you're doing it alone. Maybe you do get remarried, but usually it'll take some time.
And
so
also,
then
you're probably
years.
getting remarried to someone who's around your age. So you're already probably marrying a retiree unless you're Bill Belichick.
Don't knock it.
So it just makes it in normal life, when you're 40 and you get divorced, it's a giant setback. But when you do it at 60, quote, gray divorce, it's a really, really difficult problem to overcome.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So to your advice, I mean, it's like if you've been married 40 years or 30 years, you would, and again, I'm not a marriage counselor, but you would hope somebody would get out of that before they've gotten to the point when they probably need the most family support they're going to need sooner than when you're 30.
That's why you want to have kids. Everybody's having kids older. You got the Yamamotos here. They're in their late 30s.
Excuse me, I'm 36. I'm mid 30s.
Okay, all right. But you're heading toward 40, pal. And so it used to be if you had your kids when you were 24, 25, 26 years old, a lot of times couples know that they're not going to stay together forever, but they choose to stay together until the kid graduates high school, goes to college, or maybe even graduates college, or whatever. And that used to be, okay, now that's falling into I'm 48, I'm 49. There's still a life out there. You don't have your kids until you're 40, and then you wait until they get out of high school before then you find yourself at 63 and
68.
And this idea that guys get at 62, I want to get out there and have a little fun. I'm tired of this old ball and chain. How much fun are you going to have at 64?
So last week you were house shaming.
Yes.
Now you're age shaming.
I'm not, I think as an old man who owns a house, I have the right to do both.
And you own a wife.
I have one of those.
Look,
we've been together almost 40 years.
You can be in your 60s and still have a tremendous run ahead.
Agreed.
And you can have a whole lot of things that are left.
60's the new
for
50.
Fun. So to some extent, that's not untrue. But yet, we've been saying that 30 is the new 20 and 40 is the new 30. But we've been saying that at the same time when longevity actually hasn't really gone up.
Right. That's my point. Is anybody?
So I know it's a nice headline, but it's not really true.
Is anybody telling disease this? You say, hey, it's not your time. 60's the new 50. I don't have to worry about you until 70. Like, it's like when people say healthy at any size. Is anybody informing diabetes about this? I don't know if diabetes is on board.
I think once you hit 75, then everything just catches up. 75 is that universal age where it's like, remember how you jumped all those other years before? 75 is when you're like, oh, I'm actually 75.
Okay, that's when everything comes back together. 50 and 60 all reunite.
It all comes together.
Wes Moss, how do we get more
75 shaming?
You are. How do we get more Wes Moss?
Yeah, easy to do so. Yourwealth.com is our website. Money Matters here on Sunday mornings, 9 to 11, unless there's Bulldog Brunch. That means it's 9 to 10. But again, Your Wealth, that's YOUR wealth.com.
You look better than ever. I don't know how it is. You seem younger than a week ago. It's unbelievable. Thank you, Wes Moss. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on 75 near Truist Park.
And it's actually inbound this afternoon, Eric. 75 southbound brake lights find you back up in Marietta. You're on and off the brake pedal the whole way from Highway 5 down to I-285. Once you get inside the perimeter, they're just blocking all lanes, trying to get trouble off to the right. They should reopen soon. 75 south past Northside Drive, exit 252. Checking the ride northeast of town, it's Kobe Dawkins.
We're dealing with a little bit of trouble. 85 northbound right near Beaver Ruin Road. Looks like it's crash off to the left, causing you to slow back to I-285. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights, at home or at work. We'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call 404-390-4000. That's 404-390-4000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, a DeKalb County firefighter killed in the line of duty on Monday is identified today as Preston Fant, a husband and father of 5.
Fant was an extraordinary firefighter who served at this very fire station for 21 years.
DeKalb County Fire Chief Darnell Fulham says Fant was killed battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says Fant is a hero.
He ran towards danger, and in so doing, he succumbed to his injuries.
He may be the first firefighter in DeKalb's history to die while fighting a fire. It is 81 degrees in Atlanta, cooling into the mid-50s by morning. And how much of a warm-up is coming? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Pebblebrook High School in Cobb County goes into a brief code red lockdown today after an altercation involving a weapon. All 3 students involved are now in police custody. The school district says staff acted quickly to secure the building and all students are safe. No injuries are reported. A Fulton County Superior Court judge plans to dismiss racketeering charges against all 61 defendants accused of trying to stop the construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. The judge says Attorney General Chris Carr did not have authority to secure the indictment without the governor's permission. Each defendant faced up to 20 years in prison. The state is planning to appeal this ruling. A number of people have to be rescued after they're trapped on balconies during an apartment fire in Vine City.
Most residents were asleep when the blaze broke out at the Magnolia Park apartments, and some found their access to the stairways blocked by heavy smoke and flames. Atlanta Fire's Andre Holmes says crews extended ladders to the upper floors to reach 7 people.
Our units quickly laddered the building and escorted those patients out of the building.
4 adults and 4 children were sent to the hospital for evaluation and treatment, all in stable condition. 12 families now getting help from the Red Cross, and investigators are working to determine a cause. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. did have advanced knowledge of an Israeli airstrike targeting Hamas leadership in Qatar. CBS News military consultant Jeff McCausland says he worries about what impact this will have on peace talks and the release of living hostages.
The chances, frankly, for any kind of future negotiation for their exchange and release, I think now are very, very problematical.
Qatar, which has been mediating talks between Hamas and Israel, is condemning the attack as cowardly, calling it a violation of international law. Georgia is one of the states where a potentially life-threatening disease is detected.
Chagas disease is also known as kissing bug disease because the insect that carries the parasite often bites its victims on the face. While early symptoms of infection include swollen eyelids, it can spread to a patient's heart and digestive tract that could be fatal. The Atlanta-based CDC says Georgia is among 32 states where the disease has been spotted, but it's not one of 8 states with human infections. While there's no drug to prevent Chagas disease, you're urged to use insecticides to keep the kissing bugs away and seek medical help if you notice an infection. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
A brick-breaking ceremony is held today as Cobb Galleria Center begins its $190 million renovation and expansion.
The major makeover will happen in phases. The convention center closes through January. Its rotunda, ballroom, and common area spaces will get a new contemporary look. Also coming new meeting rooms, an 11,000-square-foot outdoor event courtyard, new parking, and an additional 13,000 square feet of indoor event space. The project is expected to be finished in early 2027. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
The FBI says a high-ranking gang member from Illinois could be hiding here in Atlanta. Dante Moore Jr. has ties to Atlanta. He's wanted for unlawful possession of a machine gun and is connected to violent crimes, drug distribution, and weapons trafficking. A $15,000 reward is offered, leading to his arrest and conviction. After customer backlash, Money reporter Jason Brooks says Cracker Barrel is scrapping its plans to remodel restaurants.
Cracker Barrel announced in a statement that it's heard clearly from its customers that the modern remodel design does not reflect what they love about Cracker Barrel after testing it in 4 of its 660 locations. and as a result, it's suspending those remodels.
The restaurant chain faced a firestorm of scrutiny after removing the Old Man and Barrel from its longtime logo, with Cracker Barrel quickly bringing back the old logo. It is now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Sounding a travel advisory down by the airport with a crash, 285 eastbound, the outer loop Riverdale Road exit 60, now blocking 3 right lanes. That's not doing any favors to 85 northbound out of Union City. That's jammed up. Might want to think about Highway 29 if you're trying to take 285 eastbound. Go ahead and use get off and use Godby Road. That eventually becomes Forest Parkway. That's a good alternate around that. We also got a crash. It's impacting the right lane into Cobb County, 20 eastbound, Columbia Drive, exit number 66. Also taking a look at the ride through downtown, trying to get to I-20, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, it's slow, 75-85 northbound, seeing the brake lights pack in just before University Ave, stretching to 17th Street. Southbound rides, you're slow, starting well before the downtown merge, getting to I-20. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Mostly clear this evening, cooling down to the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Thursday, sunny skies, morning lows in the upper 50s, daytime high 87.
Right now it's 76 in Sandy Springs, 79 in East Point, also 79 in Covington. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, friends, have you filed an insurance claim for a roof replacement only to be denied? Are you not sure what to do? You're not alone. Dr. Roof here to help. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Dr. Roof specializes in reviewing the storm damage and getting your roof replaced. They've been around for over 37 years and can help you with all of your options. Don't settle for a denied or partial insurance claim. Get the roof you deserve with Dr. Roof. Online at drroof.com.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Someone calls you to lay your bike down? Get the very best. Steelhorselaw.com.
It's what welcomes people to your home, and first impressions are everything. Your front door. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. We're the experts for every opening in your home. Not only your garage door, but your windows and your front door too. Replace your dated single front door with a gorgeous double door. No matter the size of your entrance, we can customize and install the double doors of your dreams. Make your front door grand. Get started at all4seasonsgarages.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
I can make fun of them, but you can't.
You can say the Beatles ugly?
Yes, I can call the Beatle ugly.
Yeah.
But no one else can. I just saw in the monitor up there that Trump says, this is a quote, the Epstein birthday book is a dead issue.
It is. Forget it.
And I might as well, I hope he also added something that my mother would say. When I would say, why? She would say, because I said so. It really kind of feels that way. Hey, I won the presidency. I'm the president. I'm the top dog. I'll decide what news is relevant.
And that's not relevant.
And what is not is, but he said he didn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's all up to MAGA. They can sort it out. I don't think they give a damn. I think he could.
I'm sure he's full of it, but wouldn't this stuff have come out? Wouldn't they have used it against him? That's my question.
So what do you think? You think he didn't do this?
No, I think that they're using it against him now, but the blowback could be harsh on other people around the globe.
Well, no, that's true. I think that's true. Everything that you're talking about goes to the fact that he ran on this issue.
Mm-hmm.
So, to say
I gave everybody the list. I gave everything we had.
Yeah, you
in
gave
January.
everything that everybody ever already had.
Little binder.
Nobody had the birthday book. That's new.
Yeah.
That's new. And Trump said that he did not do it. They're still saying that's not his signature. Now, it's only his first name. It's not the last name. And so they're using that as, but it appears to be his signature. And it was inside of a book that had 50 other, like you would have to say, oh, somehow they worked it into this book that's a real book.
Have you seen some of the other things in that book?
Yes, it's
weird.
all about young girls and women. He's not the only one that had breast. There was somebody, I can't talk about who it was. All right, somebody that I can't talk about had little breast, in there. Hey, I know where my bread's buttered. Please, come on.
Well, you can tell me during the break.
During the break, but yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Huh? It was Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of like little breast in there and stuff and Trump with his wonderful secret. Have you noticed how enigmas never age? What does that mean?
I was working for the CIA. It's an enigma.
Is it like code?
Would have been the FBI.
Well, whatever.
CIA.
One or the other.
Could it be like
You know who he worked for?
We don't know that.
British intelligence.
There is some suspicion. Yes, I'm sorry. Autumn, you were saying.
Yeah, could it be like some secret messages in there? So like down the side of like every letter sort of spells out something.
Well, here's the thing that
I like
did
boobs.
it.
I like boobs.
I like boobs.
But a lot of, it says the thing about the wonderful secret. Also, Michael Wolff, who, you could call a fabulist, but he does seem to have connections, and somebody should check this out. He says that in the 80s or early 90s, they shared a girlfriend. She was of age. It wasn't like an Epstein thing. But that's how close they were. They had the same girlfriend for a while.
Hot.
I'm close to a lot of people. I'm not close to anyone that I shared. Now, this isn't like I used to date her, now you're dating her. This is at the same time.
That's not normal.
I don't think. Well, listen, but what's normal to billionaires? Billionaires are weird. They're weird. They act. It's got to be something goes to your head.
It's still strange and
to us. But I don't think other billionaires think it's strange.
No, but they're not aliens. They're still people.
Have you seen Jeff
They're just
Bezos
stupid.
lately? Have you seen Jeff Bezos
And they have a lot
lately?
of power, and they don't know what to do.
Go to find an old 50s sci-fi aliens are taking over the Earth movie and compare that to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
So instead of a thruple, that would be a polycule, right? Where
Yes.
it'd be multi people together
It would
in a
be
relationship.
ethically non-monogamous, or it would be
a poly.
Duo pool.
a thruple.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be thruple because they weren't at the same time as far as I know. It was always just they both were having relations with the same person at the same time, but not in the same
That makes sense.
moment.
In the same setting.
In the same setting. They were just sharing a girlfriend.
Trumpstein, that's what we call it.
That's according to Michael Wolff, who is a bit of a fabulist. I love that word.
What does that mean?
I wish people would say about Eric von Hessler, he's a fabulist. I guess he maybe can take something a little mundane and make it fun to read. That's the way that I would think of
lying,
fabulist.
kind of?
I don't know.
Okay.
Embellishing.
Supposedly he
Yes,
still has
hyperbole.
He's written like 4 books about Trump.
Well, he's full of crap.
And he used to be and also he knew Trump and he knew Epstein for a while.
Is he the one that said that they used to Epstein would make fun of Trump because he would go bankrupt all the time?
Yeah, those things. And also, I think he's the source of why because Trump wants you to believe that the reason they're not friends anymore is he found out about the shenanigans, the first time he got in trouble in like the mid-2000s.
Well, he was bothering some woman that worked at
No,
Mar-a-Lago.
that was Virginia. That was the girl that ended up with Prince Andrew. And by the way, was he bothered or Was it like, hey, she's mine? There's a big difference there. Why are you stealing my girls? That's kind of weird. And, so they were just so close that I don't know how MAGA deals with this, but that's for them to deal with, Just basically say everybody else is lying. I saw like some of the influencers, with the signature. Where he's, is this the best they can do? One of them was like, it's time to sue him for $1 billion. This is like, he's got his people, like, they just completely think that this is like, he's cracked the code. This is what you do. You just sue everybody all the time. And you insist, this is the way to live your life. And by the way, if you have children, teach them to live this way as well. Never admit to ever having one single flaw or doing anything wrong ever in your life, and sue anyone who insists that you have. So MAGA, raise your children. Point to your saint and tell your 8-year-old, act just like that in all situations. And I'll back you up. Yeah, go to school tomorrow and act like that. And I will back you up. Because if you really believe in it, MAGA adherents, then you would believe that you can point to that man and say, yes, my 10-year-old, act like that all the time. Never admit it's your fault. Never admit that you ever did anything wrong. Don't call yourself perfect, but others would have to believe, well, if he's right, then he is perfect. Because only perfect people don't mess up.
And on the other side of that, a lot of them don't even care.
Who?
MAGA people, they don't care about any. Even if it's true, they don't care.
I'll tell you, and I'll tell you why. Because he is doing getting the immigrant, whatever. Some people are saying it's not being as effective on the ground, but people aren't coming into the country.
Yeah, certainly the border has been a success.
Nobody's coming into the country thinking they're going to end up in a prison in El Salvador for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
So you got to say that has been effective. It may not be constitutional, but you can't say it's not effective.
He has cleaned up the border, and everyone said that the country would be in turmoil because of tariffs. Tariffs have not put the country in turmoil yet.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
All right.
You tried buying any groceries lately?
You've got a whole thing going on now where both parties have no identity. It's just that one party has a charismatic who has a real loyal following. But are you going to tell me that most Republicans suddenly believe in tariffs? I don't believe that. I don't believe that they believe that. So as lost as the Democrats are, Republicans are as well. They just have a really popular charismatic at the head of their party
I
right
wonder
now.
what the post-Trump Republican Party would look like. I wonder what it's going to look like.
Rubio or Vance?
It's probably going to look like Newsom. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 285 in Clayton County.
Yeah, what started off as what we thought was a stall is now a crash in 3 right lanes. 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Riverdale Road exit 60. That's Cook the Ride on 85 north. Trying to come up out of Fairburn and Union City. Highway 29 will get you around that. Then to avoid the mess on 285 east, take Godby Road, which becomes Forest Parkway. Other slow spots on 285 southbound, the inner loop into Cobb County is stacked in out of Doraville down into Tucker and Clarkston. And 285 westbound, you're seeing the delays out of Dunwoody through Sandy Springs, passing I-75, the Cobb Cloverleaf, and the Truist Park region. We got trouble on I-20 into Cobb County, Kobe Dawkins.
And it's 20 eastbound right at Columbia Drive, exit 66. Crash cleanup blocks 1 right lane, and then you're on and off the brakes leaving I-285 getting into Lithonia. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/9/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of one unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. One discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed a musty smell in your home? I hope not, because damp smells mean that you could have a crawl space problem. That's where AquaGuard comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to waterproof your crawl space and get to the root cause of the problem. Schedule your free inspection at aquaguard.net/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
What was this guy saying? I'm not complaining about MAGA.
He says Trump hating is so 2020. His name is
I'm
Shane.
not complaining about MAGA. You see, your guy's president. See, what happens is people then analyze. People don't just go, anything, sir, anything you like. It's all great. You do that. But analysis is not complaining. But you see this man as a saint. And who goes after saints except just horrible people? You know, so yeah, I mean, you're a devil if you go after a saint. So I get your worldview, but I don't care about MAGA. I do whatever the hell you want. I don't vote. I don't care who the president of the United States is. You know, if Kamala was president right now, we wouldn't have this going on, but we'd have, we would have spent $100 billion more in Ukraine. We'd be knee deep in that. She would have been green, and the intelligence agencies would be like, "Hey, let us take over," and she'd be like, "Okay." And we would be like, so there's, I'm not. If you hear me saying I think it would be better if somebody else was president, you're not listening to me, but that's okay. I don't care. You love a politician. I can't stand any of them. Yours just falls into that aggregate. That's all, and happens to be the most powerful right now. I don't believe that anybody's going to come along. As a matter of fact, I think it's kind of hopeless. I hope I'm wrong about that, but I think that the Democrats are going to respond with like Oprah or The Rock. I don't know that this country's ever coming back. So, but meanwhile,
I've said it for a long time. We need to shake the Etch-a-Sketch.
With this, Trump is the shaking of the Etch-a-Sketch. He is the response. He is. I've said this.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that point.
Yeah. I've said this so often. I call it the von Hessler maxim. Bad governance leads to extremism. Since the 1990s, the people on the southern border have been like, hey, if we can get a little help down here, things seem to be a little out of control. No. There's never any reason. The CEOs of all the big companies wanted the labor. That's what mattered to Republicans. Democrats, of course, want, to put their arms around the world. And who cares about the people that live on the southern border? Well, if for 20 years you're ignored, you're going to follow anybody who gives you the time of day. And now somebody's saying it and somebody's speaking for me. Bad governance leads to extremism. Politicians need to keep their ear to the ground and know what the hell their constituents' lives are like. And they don't. So, Trump is, if I'm anti-Trump, I'm also anti every other politician that I am aware of right now, except Thomas Massey. I like him, but he ain't going nowhere. And between AIPAC and Trump, he'll probably get primaried even out of his own district. So, you've got MAGA going after the only person who really cares about draining the swamp.
Even
Thomas Massey's whole career has been draining the swamp for years before Trump ever came down that escalator. But you don't mess with my saint. It's not about draining the swamp. It's about loyalty. And yeah, that's my analysis of your favorite politician. But scratch a little deeper and ask me about any other politician from any other party, and my analysis will be probably just as negative. No one seems to be coming along to save us, because what we need is a very boring accountant who's competent. Someone like that. Someone who doesn't make headlines all day long. But you wouldn't want that. That would be boring. And that's the most important thing about governance these days. Not about how well you do or how competent you are. Just don't be boring. We all want to be entertained. Alex Williams says 85 North is jammed through Union City.
All due to the travel advisory on 285 East by the airport, Eric. That crash in 3 right lanes at Riverdale Road exit 60, and it's stacked up 85 back to Highway 138. Use Highway 29. Over into Cobb County, still watching a crash in the right lane. I-20 eastbound at Columbia Drive, exit 66. That's stacked up that ride from Gresham Flat Shoals Road, trying to make your way out to that east side perimeter. And trouble cleared in Gwinnett, 85 northbound Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. But that ride is slow back from Shallowford Road, exit 93. Watching the ride on I-75 toward Cobb County, it's Kobe Dawkins.
And we're dealing with the right lane block due to a crash. 75 northbound right at I-285, exit 259. It's causing you to slow back to 75-85. And then the brake lights find you again, getting to the South 120 loop, stretching into Ackworth to Highway 92. And traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, maker, and model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSV.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
With thousands of 5-star reviews, it's no wonder CertaPro Painters is Greater Atlanta's most preferred painting company. Hear from one of their happy customers.
We wanted to add some color to our walls, so we hired CertaPro. We had built-in shelves that were supposed to be ready to paint when they got there, which they were not. CertaPro spent hours caulking and sanding to make sure the job was done right. It's rare to find a crew with integrity who really take pride in their work.
When choosing a painting professional, choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
This is Mike Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers.
And this is Jonathan Geller. And Dad, you've got to admit, our history is pretty cool. 86 years, 3 generations of love stories.
What keeps us going is that we've still got the best jewelry and diamonds at prices nobody can beat.
It all comes down to the best jewelry, best service, and best prices at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Affordable jewelry for everyone is at D. Geller & Son.
You know the saying, age before beauty? Well, many Atlanta homes built in the 80s and 90s are really showing their age and not so much beauty. Roofs are leaking, windows are drafty, paint is peeling everywhere, and that front door, well, might as well say Y2K, here we come. So many projects, and that means hiring a bunch of contractors, right? Wrong. Hi, this is Candace from Excavations, and have I got a tip for you. When you bundle several projects with Excavations, you can save time, money, and coordinate everything all at once for a truly stress-free experience. From the roof shingle at the top to the last drop of paint on the bottom, Excavations does it all. Roofing, siding, windows, doors, decks, gutters, and more. And with Excavations, you know we'll do your project on time, on budget, and without all that stress you usually hear about in construction. Schedule your free consultation today at exovations.com and bring your home into this millennium.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, it's a legal win today for more than 60 people accused of trying to block construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. We get a live update now from WSB's Veronica Waters.
Attorney General's office says it will appeal a Fulton County judge's ruling that the AG had no authority to bring racketeering or arson charges against Stop Cop City protesters. They didn't get permission from the governor to do it. Defense attorney Don Samuel, who represents 5 of the 61 defendants, believes an appeal is just a waste of time.
If the AG uses a little bit of common sense, they'll redraft the indictment, dismiss all the counts that had no basis, resolve some of the cases against the people who never should have been indicted in the first place, and then either get the letter from the governor or not use a RICO indictment.
Samuel says if prosecutors want to bring charges against protesters who attacked police, they can do that without a RICO charge. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta, back to the 50s tomorrow morning before we warm up. How much warmer to end the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A scare today at Pebblebrook High School.
A Cobb County School District spokesperson confirms that Pebblebrook High School in Mableton went into a brief code red lockdown this afternoon after a fight and weapon was reported on campus. The spokesperson said the school's gun and bomb-sniffing dogs were not on campus at the time of the incident, but staff acted quickly to secure the building. They were encouraging parents and students to report safety concerns to the district tip line. Last month, Cobb police arrested a man who allegedly broke into the building multiple times outside of school hours. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
This is new at 5 o'clock. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger calls it a win for Georgia. A judge rejecting another challenge to Georgia's controversial election law, this one related to absentee ballot applications.
What you had is these activists were sending out mailers, pre-filled mailers, and it was creating voter confusion. The voters were getting many of these, and then they would flood the county election offices.
A U.S. district judge agrees with the state's position. This created confusion. The lawsuit filed by advocacy groups argued the provisions violated their right to free speech. A firefighter killed in the line of duty in DeKalb County is a father of 5.
The firefighter fatally injured in a Lithonia warehouse fire is being remembered as an extraordinary team member who died doing what he has done heroically for 21 years.
While making an interior fire attack, master firefighter Preston Thant
was overcome by fire conditions.
DeKalb Fire Chief Darnell Fulham says Fant was rushed to Grady Hospital but did not survive. Fant leaves behind a wife and 5 children, and Fulham says plans for an official memorial is in the works, as is a GoFundMe page for his family. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A Hiram fentanyl dealer is sentenced to 15 years in federal prison for having a stash of drugs, weapons, and money. Darlin Bernard Warner, also known as Juice, was in possession of multiple firearms and more than $175,000 worth of drugs during a search of his home in 2024. Warner conspired with others to distribute fentanyl and methamphetamine in Paulding and Douglas counties. A break for taxpayers in the city of Woodstock.
We're watching a really exciting chapter here in City of Woodstock.
Mayor Michael Caldwell says the city council is decreasing property taxes.
And the goal for that, again, is to make sure that as we make those investments here in Woodstock, we don't spend one dime more than we need to invest in what we need for the future here in the city.
He says this would be the lowest tax rate Woodstock has had in at least 30 years. The DeKalb County School Board votes to pay for lockers for middle schoolers' cell phones at a cost of $6 million. The lockers will be wall-mounted and will be accessible via a combination lock or keypad. This is DeKalb's way of complying with a new state law which bans cell phones in public schools through 8th grade starting next school year. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Not a fun afternoon around the airport, Bill. Travel advisory, crash on 3 right lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Riverdale Road, exit 60. Now, what's that's done to 285? It slowed the southbound outer loop on the west side from Camp Creek Parkway. 85 northbound jams up out of Union City, north of Highway 138. Highway 29 will get you around that. Elsewhere, if you're traveling I-20 eastbound into downtown on the west side, it's a slow afternoon 20 eastbound in West Atlanta from Martin Luther King Jr. Drive to the downtown connector. We've also been watching on trouble on I-20 over on the east side, Kobe Dawkins.
And it's still on 20 eastbound right at Columbia Drive, exit 66. Crash cleanup continues to block one right lane, causing you to slow past Gresham Road, exit 63. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. Sunset just before 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the low 70s, continuing to cool into the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. That's trending about 10 degrees cooler than average for the morning low. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Sunny skies on Thursday, heating up to a high of 87. The temperatures continue to climb for Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Sunday staying dry with sunshine, high 88.
Right now, 78 in Roswell, 76 in Loganville, 81 in Riverdale. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. This hour's keyword is fate. F-A-T-E. Fate. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is fate. It says use it in a sentence. I can't. What?
You have sealed your fate when you call in.
The fickle finger of fate.
Yeah, well, that's a phrase. She was doing a sentence. See, I didn't say.
I'm
Bill
confused.
Crane. It didn't say have a phrase. It said a full sentence.
Well, I was thinking you said fake the first 2 times you said it, which would have been too easy.
No.
Too
F-A-T-E.
I got it. Like Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
Yes.
Not the sentence is not Eric Von Hessler is a fake. It is
I'm with you.
Eric Von Hessler is
fated to be
fated, but the word's not fated. Okay, listen.
I already came up with it.
What is it again,
happened.
Autumn? What's the sentence with the word?
You can seal your fate if you call in
Thank you.
and say the word fate.
Or go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash.
All that
There's
stuff.
no real calling in
Sorry,
these
I
days.
forgot.
It's 2025. Hey, get a calendar. Chicky poo.
Put a dime in the machine.
Bill Crane is here. It must be time to drain the brain of Bill Crane with plenty of local and, this president's done a thing or two in the last week. We can talk about that.
Really?
Leave me out of it.
Yeah, just no talking about you when it comes to politics.
Nothing bad.
I'm going to celebrate you because now everybody thinks I'm just banging on you too much. Hey, you're making it interesting, okay? You're making it interesting.
That's why I'm here.
I know. You're the entertainer in chief. I can't take that away from you. So who's Gabriel Sterling? And he's a Republican running for Secretary of State?
That's
Is that
right.
What's going on? Who's this guy?
Gabe is a longtime public servant. He was a city council member in the founding of Sandy Springs. Your neighbor, near you. up
Yes,
there in
right.
Lawson.
But I'm aware of the Ava Galambos, yes. Rest in peace.
Correct. And she was a great legislator as well as a former mayor. And before her, Dorothy Felton, who helped found that city. Gabe worked in the Secretary of State's office, was the person who oversaw the implementation of the Dominion voting system equipment that we have statewide during that 2020 election where we had so much going on, including the pandemic. Was the person who was on staff charged with kind of narrowing down to the 3 different systems we looked at as a state and then test drove, I think, 3 of them in multiple counties to see which performed the best. And he became, as a result of that, one of the deputy secretaries of state, and he's now the chief operating officer of that office. Also famously, during the 2020 recount efforts, he's the person who behind the podium said, people are going to get hurt, people are going to get killed. Mr. President, you're not being helpful. Stop this.
Now, how do you think that will play with Republicans?
Not well.
I mean,
not in MAGA land. Not well.
Right.
Just like
Is
Brad
it all
Raffensperger.
MAGA land? That's a good question. Like when it comes to the Republican primaries and Republicans running for things in the state, is it dominated by MAGA?
It's
pretty
dominated in a primary, but that they're not all of the Republican Party. And
Yeah.
in a general election, to win, you need a base. You need to draw across party aisles. You need independents. You need libertarians. And so, but among that Trump loyalist base, which you spoke to earlier in this hour, or the last hour, he would not be popular.
But I think sometimes, and I don't know how far this would go, but quite often the MAGA is sort of lampooned as they'll just do whatever they're told. But in the state of Georgia, we did have Donald Trump come here. He put up David Perdue, and MAGA in Georgia liked Brian Kemp, and they didn't care what Trump
All
said
of those
to
races,
them about it.
including Brad Raffensperger, in the general election, went decidedly for the Republicans, save one. And in the primary, 75 to 25, most of the candidates were the candidates backed by Brian Kemp and the state party. There is a difference. Donald Trump was the ex-president at that time.
True.
Didn't have the power and the authority he has now.
Bully pulpit, as they say.
And we were a whole lot closer to January 6, 2021 during the elections of 2022 than we are
Right.
today.
So you're saying he has more sway over the
More
state,
sway,
the Republicans in the state.
more committee,
Yeah.
more people that'll just follow him.
And I just
that aren't even MAGA Republicans. Look at the Capitol. Look at
Right.
Congress. That'll just follow him because they.
Well, that's
think
because they're afraid of. They're afraid
of him.
I don't even know so much they're afraid of him. They know that he's only going to be around for another 3 years, but they may have long runways in front of them. They may want to be president, whatever. There's going to be this mad scramble after Trump's gone to get pieces of MAGA. And I don't know that it even is going to be possible. I think that what is MAGA, I don't think J.D. Vance is going to be pure enough for them. I don't think a lot of people that they think might be. That might end up being like a small third party or something,
It's
ultimately.
somewhat a cult of personality, and I don't mean to misuse the word cult, but
No.
they're basically about
It's about Donald Trump. It's not about.
And so how that translates later will have a lot to do with how he hands off, if he anoints, if he, say, picks J.D.
Right.
Vance. Or let's say something happens with his health and he goes in an unplanned way.
Well, then Vance will have some time to kind of prove
right, but
himself.
the party's got, just as the Democratic Party has different structural challenges, the GOP is not in a healthy
No,
place.
I was bringing that up earlier. I was thinking of this last night when I was doing some prep, is actually both parties are in an identity crisis, just that one of them has this charismatic, who has a loyal following, who, they just believe him and they trust him, and even if it goes against someone, if things are counterintuitive,
But you're seeing fracturing there.
they just trust
There
him.
are Congress members in battleground states who want to run for Senate seats that have opened up.
Yeah.
But if they leave as the incumbent in the House, they could cost the House the majority.
Right.
That are being pressured to stay.
But also, I mean, ideologically, I
look at
personally
Marjorie
don't
Taylor
believe.
Greene breaking with the president.
But even
recently.
beyond that, I find it difficult to believe that all of a sudden most dyed-in-the-wool Republicans believe in tariffs, for instance. I think that they don't want to lose the potential voters in the future that they would lose if they stick to what they've believed all of their lives up until last year. Because the Republicans fought Trump on tariffs in his first
and
administration.
have been primarily free traders for most of the last
Right.
century.
So that's when I say the identity crisis is there. I don't believe that most of the Republicans who are saying, I don't believe even in the administration, most of the Republicans who are saying they're for tariffs actually in their heart of hearts believe in them. They just don't want to be ostracized from this this movement that has been wildly successful politically. And if you're a politician,
being
that's what
on
you
the
want.
president's side has some advantages. Being on his opposite side has lots of disadvantages.
Yes, especially if you want to stay in that party right
Correct.
now. But as a party, do they go back, after Trump? Way after Trump. Let's get to like 2032. Do you think most of the Republican Party is back to the old ways of being anti-tariff and things like that? Or do you think that this is a change in the Republican Party that will, because parties have swapped before, and suddenly Democrats in 2040 will be the business anti-tariff party.
Swap. Prior to John Kennedy, most African Americans
were Republicans. Jackie Robinson famously was Republican.
Yeah, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
I do think both parties are due for some soul searching, and both parties are less important than they were.
That too. Yeah, it's because it's shown that somebody with a grand personality can take over, and we live in the time of influencers, and so politics is maybe way less
when
party
Dwayne
based.
The Rock Johnson has a shot. It says a lot about where we are.
And nobody has any idea what he thinks on any policy. It's just like, we like him,
So with Gabriel Sterling going for Secretary of State, does that mean, Bill Crane, do you think Raffensperger jumps in the governor's race?
He's going to jump into something. He's his number one he's got two chief deputies. One of them's running for the office. He's not going to run against him. He'll either run for governor or senate. I don't know which.
People are saying he dyed his hair, so they think he's running for governor.
Suddenly darker again.
Oh boy!
Here we go. Well, I don't know that MAGA's ever going to give. I mean, I think
he'll do well in a general. He'll have trouble in the primary,
Yeah.
and he's also not helpful at all to Chris Carr's ambitions.
Okay,
The attorney general.
Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 75 in Cobb.
Yeah, we got eyes on this one. Right lane block, 75 northbound, right at I-285, adjacent to Truist Park there, exit 259. And it has done a number on the ride out of northwest Atlanta with 75 brake lights stretching back toward Moores Mill Road. Once you get past that, you'll see a few brake lights between Marietta and Kennesaw, also sluggish southbound trying to get down to the perimeter. And on 400 northbound, you stack up right there at I-285 in Sandy Springs, but improving once you get past the North Springs MARTA station. What are things looking like on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Well, it's definitely slow. 85 northbound scene. The brake lights start at Shallowford Road, making your way to Beaver Ruin Road. Traffic brought to you by Peach Pass. Life doesn't slow down, and neither can you with Peach Pass. Save time, cruise by traffic, and use your Peach Pass in 20 states, including Georgia. Visit peachpass.com and keep moving. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
The employee at a Walmart in Covington is in custody. Atlanta companies already warning of turbulence in the economy.
More traffic.
One crash on I-20 westbound.
40 minutes to head up the connector.
More weather.
We may be seeing this tornado strengthening. Atlanta's morning news.
Tomorrow morning at 5.
Newton County authorities crediting the Georgia State Patrol.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
That spot on the ceiling, it's only gonna get worse. Hey, it's Dave Baker from my experts at Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Findlay now has 0% financing available, so it's even easier to get your roof replaced. FindlayRoofing.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, with all the things we're reading, seeing, and living through these days, from rate cuts, election season, and now a new administration, now seems like a great time to make sure we have that comprehensive plan in place, you know, the one that covers all our financial bases.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in will work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Y'all, it's Eric, and summer is winding down, which means you got a great deal coming from Omaha Steaks. It's their Red Hot Sale event. You get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, because you listen to your host, Eric Erickson, you get an extra $35 off with promo code ERIC at checkout. Look, with so much happening, school is back in session, you got family in and out, you got fall weather coming, the leaves are starting to change colors. It's time to get out back, enjoy your grill without the summer heat. Go to omahasteaks.com today. You're going to get 50% off site-wide at checkout. Use promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K. Get the New York strips, by the way. Omaha Steaks, they're butcher cut, so they're hand cut. It's not machined. It's hand cut New York strips. They're fantastic. So are the fillets. Everything's great. omahasteaks.com is where you want to go. At checkout, use promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K. Get an extra $35 off. Minimum order required.
Wall cracks, windows stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family owned and operated, NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
It's Megyn Kelly live on stage at Gas South Arena on Saturday, November 8th with special guests Adam Carolla, Rich Lowry, and Charlie Cook. Get tickets this Wednesday at 10 a.m. at MegynKelly.com. Presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM.
All right, one more time. This hour's keyword in the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is FATE. F-A-T-E. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Bill Crane, before we do any more stories, let people know how they can get more Bill Crane.
Google Bill Crane, CSI Crane, or One Man's Opinion. You can read the One Man's Opinion column here on WSBRadio.com or subscribe if you're free. Get it to your email inbox via Substack.
And that is a great column, by the way. All right, before we, I want to make sure we get this one in. So Senate, this is according to NBC News. You've heard of them.
Yes.
Senate Republicans eye nuclear option for rules change to speed up Trump nominees. So the idea is, because they're dragging their feet on so many of these nominees, you'd put like 40 of them in a bunch, and they all get voted on at the same time. Now, Republicans would be allowed to single out people, and they'd be pulled out, but Democrats wouldn't be allowed to do that. And this kind of stuff's been going on for a while. You know, these rules have been changed, but sorry, MAGA, this rule is going to stay. Once you break that precedent, that means when a Democrat and they have power over there, they're going to be doing the same thing to you.
As we saw when Harry Reid used essentially the nuclear option to change the way we confirm Supreme Court justices.
Right.
Which now used to be 2/3 majority. Now it's just 51, a simple majority.
Yeah.
And for all of the belly aching that have come from progressive side of politics saying, you know, this is horrible, they created that situation.
Absolutely. I mean, but, you know, it's the party in power never thinks about that. Everybody wants to just
Everything
expedite.
is in the moment.
Everything's in the
Well,
moment.
if you think the world's going to end in the next 4 to 6 years, maybe
AOC does.
You're being practical.
Well, I know.
It's actually
It's not that
AOC.
I think, I know.
She knows it's going to end in, what did she say, 12 years when she got elected? It'd be the end of the world? She's been there for like 6.
Planning to go to Mars or...
Yeah, she's going to go with. That's another thing,
With
by the
Elon?
way.
Yeah.
I know you're more of a political guy in the thinking and stuff, but let me just say that no one's. We might put a man on Mars, a woman, anybody, whatever,
A person.
a person
A
on
they.
Mars
A tree.
with an American flag, and that person either will make it back to Earth or won't. But there will never, ever be communities on Mars. It's never going to happen.
little human
Do you
farms.
know how the sun is just? The sun isn't the sun like it is for us. The sun is a cancer machine when you're on Mars, and you're going to live in the lava tubes for your entire life. It's
Maybe.
absolutely absurd.
Lava.
Not with
It's
that
absurd.
attitude.
No, yeah, that's everybody wants to go to Mars and just stay there. Yeah, that's the. I mean, come on.
It's a good place to raise your kids.
No, it's not. It's a terrible place
Low
to
property tax.
It's low place.
Yeah.
Listen, Elton John, let you know it's an awful place to raise you. In fact, it's cold as hell.
I saw Mickey 17. They could just make a new copy of My Body again.
You know what? I saw like the first.
was a good movie.
I
It
saw
was
the
good.
first 10 minutes of it, and I thought I was gonna. I didn't know it was like a comedy. I didn't realize that it was
What movie are we
actually
saying?
Mickey 17. The opening of it is hilarious.
It's very good.
And I didn't have time. I knew I only had 10 minutes. I'm like, let me check out the beginning of this. And, because it was people got down on it. It was reviewed poorly. It did poorly. But, the opening was hilarious. I thought, oh, this is actually a parody. I had no idea. Thank you for reminding me. I want to go back and
Watch the whole thing.
watch the whole thing. It's worth the whole run?
Yes,
Okay.
definly.
I didn't like the fake
Put a
snow.
YouTube dive night off and watch an actual movie.
But, oh yeah.
Oh,
hey, no,
get him,
dude.
Bill.
Let me tell you something, Bill. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. I watched a movie over the weekend that blew me away, and no one's ever gonna. I mean, most people in the audience are not gonna see this movie. It's a Chinese movie. It's from 2024, I think. It's called Caught in the Tides. And you see, it took like 20 years to make, and you see the actors actually age 20 years. But it's not just that. And everybody goes, oh, it's like Boyhood. No, because Boyhood was made like a movie. This has different aspect ratios. There's like consumer video on one point, and then there's also like grand.
What's the general
cinema-
storyline, the way that
General
China has...
Well, that's happening in the background. You're seeing China change in the background over the 20 years. But I would compare it to 2001: A Space Odyssey in the sense that no context, very little exposition. You just watch these people kind of exist through. For the first 30 minutes, I kept going, am I going to continue watching this? And then by 40 minutes in, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm in. It's not for everybody.
Subtitled, obviously.
Yeah, Caught in the Tides.
I didn't think you were up on your.
No, I'm not all that good. But Caught in the Tides. If you're a movie lover and you like a little bit of challenge, I think I watched it probably on Amazon. Maybe, I'm not sure. Or no, I watched it. I have the Criterion channel.
Okay,
I watched it there.
You running for governor, Bill Crane?
No.
I've noticed that
I'd vote for you.
Your hair's looking pretty damn good.
I
We thought
see
you might
what's
be
going
running for
on here.
governor.
There is some brown growing in amongst the gray.
Bill Crane, thank you very much.
Great to be
Alex
here.
Williams says there's a travel advisory on 285 by the airport.
Yeah, just not clearing this one up anytime soon. 3 right lanes still blocked. 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Riverdale Road exit 60. The ride is only getting worse on 85 north out of Fairburn and Union City from 138, so use Highway 29. And DOT reporting a left lane crash in DeKalb. 285 northbound, the outer loop at Glenwood Road exit 44. It's been a slow one through downtown as well, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. 7585 northbound scene. The brake lights remain starting at University Ave, making your way to 17th Street. 85 southbound, the heavy volume beginning at the Georgia 400 merge, getting to I-20. Triple team traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Hey, here's a shout out to my hard-working people on the outdoor job sites, construction, landscaping, and of course road work. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. If your hard job has been hard on you and you get injured, call in the Strong Arm. John Foy has a team of experienced attorneys with a winning track record who specialize only in fighting for injured workers. Get your free case evaluation with zero upfront costs. johnfoy.com.
You're building a deck or adding a room, that's wonderful. But if you skip hiring an architect trying to save money, well, the builder's going to need drawings anyway. They're going to hire an architect regardless and mark up their fees to you. That's why it's smarter to start your project at Sketchhouse. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. At Sketchhouse, we'll make sure your plans are code and zoning compliant. They'll be creative and they will look great. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
You're hearing noises in the attic at night, but you don't see anything up there. What's going on? It's breeding season for flying squirrels. Scott Slade here. These are smart, devious, and intrusive pests that are hard to remove. But with Breda, it'll be like they were never there. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if critters return, you're covered at no additional cost. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by North Georgia Replacement Windows. Our top local story: a DeKalb County firefighter killed in the line of duty on Monday is identified today as 21-year-old veteran Preston Fant.
I ask you to keep his wife and 5 children and his entire family, as well as the DeKalb County Fire Rescue family, in your prayers and thoughts.
DeKalb Fire Chief Darnell Fulham says Fant was killed battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia. County CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says Fant will be remembered as a hero.
His bravery, his sacrifice, and his service will never be forgotten by those with whom he served or by DeKalb County.
Fant was trying to rescue a fellow firefighter when he was killed. It is 80 degrees in Atlanta, dropping back into the 50s by morning. When do we get back into the upper 80s? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Pebblebrook High School in Cobb County goes into a brief code red lockdown today after an altercation involving a weapon at school. All 3 students involved are now in police custody. The school district says staff acted quickly to secure the building. All students are safe and no injuries are reported. A judge rules in favor of more than 60 people accused of trying to block construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center.
Fulton County Superior Court Judge Kevin Farmer says the state attorney general did not have the authority to bring the RICO or arson charges against 61 defendants accused of conspiring to stop Atlanta's Public Safety Training Center. The judge says it's possible the domestic terrorism charges against 5 defendants may stand. Meanwhile, spokeswoman Kara Richardson says the attorney general will continue the fight against domestic terrorists, strongly disagrees with this ruling, and will appeal immediately. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
The Supreme Court will hear arguments on whether President Trump's tariffs are legal. The focus will be on Trump using a law meant for times of emergency to impose the duties without the help of Congress. The tariffs will stay in place until the court makes a decision. A new report out today from the Labor Department shows U.S. employers added more than 900,000 fewer jobs from April of last year to March of this year than previously reported.
This is
is yet another indication that the labor market has downshifted dramatically since the COVID hiring spree.
CBS News Money reporter Jill Schlesinger says this could be the sign the Federal Reserve give the Federal Reserve more incentive to lower interest rates at its meeting this month. A big day for Apple, but many investors are underwhelmed.
Apple unveiling the new iPhone 17 lineup and the iPhone Air, its thinnest smartphone ever, all with improved durability and new camera technology. There was also updated smartwatches and high-end earbuds, but there was hardly any mention of Apple Intelligence, its artificial intelligence technology, or about planned AI updates for its Siri voice assistant, which isn't coming out until next year at best. Investors not impressed, sending shares 1.5% lower. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
High school students are struggling with reading and math scores. The National Assessment of Education Progress finds 12th grade reading scores dropped to the lowest in history of the exam, which began in 1992, while math scores for the same age group declined to the lowest since 2005. This is all new this half hour. A Marietta Elementary School, the first in the state, honored for conservation.
The Marietta Center for Advanced Academics earned the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Ocean Guardianship distinction for their work in recycling and conservation on campus. The school's instructional coach, Dr. Lindsay Elkins, says,
the great thing about this is it's what we do anyway here. We're constantly talking about being stewards of our environment, cleaning up, reusing things, recycling things.
Elkins says they are continuing the program. MCAA serves 280 students. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 5:34. This news sponsored by John Foy and Associates. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Issues keep compiling on I-285. Bill, we got a crash now on Sandy Springs, 285 westbound, the outer loop Riverside Drive exit 24, blocking at least one lane. We're going to try to investigate that, but nonetheless, it's adding to the delays back through Dorville, starting at Chamblee-Dunwoody Road. And the travel advisory continues on the south side with a crash, 3 right lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Riverdale Road, 285 south delays start all the way back at Highway 166 with 85 north out of Fairburn slow from Highway 138. We got some better news for those trying to pass 285 on I-75 in Cobb, Kobe Dawkins.
That's correct. Crash is cleared off to the right, 75 northbound, right at I-285, exit 259. So those delays back to the downtown connector, 75-85, should start to improve. And then those brake lights will find you again, getting into Marietta just past the South 120 loop, stretching all the way into Ackworth to Highway 92. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. Sunset just before 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the low 70s, continuing to cool into the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. That's trending about 10 degrees cooler than average for the morning low. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Sunny skies on Thursday, heating up to a high of 87. The temperatures continue to climb for Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Sunday staying dry with sunshine, high 88.
78 in Fayetteville and in Cummings, 79 in Doraville. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
This fall on The Megyn Kelly Show, we're going on the road through 10 U.S. cities with no BS, no agenda, and no fear. It's Megyn Kelly Live, presented by Y Refi and SiriusXM. Go to MegynKelly.com to get your tickets now.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, I mean restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Steelhorse Law knows your bike is made of steel, but your heart is made of gold. SteelhorseLaw.com.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
You're hearing noises in the attic at night. What's going on? Well, it's mating season for flying squirrels. Meteorologist Christina Edwards here. Yeah, this happened to me. These are smart, devious, and intrusive pests that are hard to remove. But with Breda, it will be like they were never there. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if critters return, you're covered at no additional cost. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
He's always been mid.
Yeah, you're late mid, pal.
That's true, because I am closer to 37 than 36.
You're still young and you're clinging to youth. You're being pathetic before you need to be pathetic.
I'm okay. I'm ready for 37. I'm excited for it.
Are you ready for 47? That's the question, because you blink your eyes, and that's where you'll be. And you'll be walking through that door producing my show. You're going to be miserable. Yeah. So. Jared, what's on the show today?
Here's the show sheet.
You know, some people say I should retire.
Remember when you were the double nickel?
I know. Yeah, it goes by so fast. That was
really
6
fast.
years ago. I was celebrating the double nickel. That was before a little thing we called the pandemic hit us.
I know. Time has lost all meaning.
Yep. Click the link, by the
So
way.
is meaning. Meaning has lost all meaning.
Huh?
Click the blue link if you want to hear about the pandemic.
Yeah, click that link up there if you want to hear the truth, the official.
YouTube's
truth.
the only one that still does that.
Oh, do they?
Spotify finally took it down.
No, Spotify, did they take it? They always put it on anytime we'd be like, bring up anything. You know, the climate outside.
Nope.
Click here.
Click here.
All right, excuse me. Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, little Steve Martin. A couple stories that, I don't know, aren't adding up for me. So this is one from 95.5 WSB, online, digital. Georgia teachers reporting burnout in new survey. And I imagine it's difficult, especially kids these days. Everyone's got a lawyer behind them. It's got to be awful. Not like when I was growing up, like any teacher could smack you in the head and tell you to straighten up and fly right.
We should go back to that.
Metaphorically speaking.
Maybe a little bit of
well, somewhere in the middle. You know,
That's
it's
why George
like
Stein's making a killing.
Any adult could tell a kid, hey.
It's better when they
Nobody wants to go, hey, anymore because you get sued or you were harassing or whatever.
Isn't that better than
You do it?
sleeping
Well, you're a
with
woman.
them?
Yeah.
Isn't that better than sleeping with them?
What, the
every day?
teachers?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the teachers in the 70s, they were not really, it was like.
They didn't like you.
No, it wasn't that.
They weren't good looking.
They were just, they all had their hairs up. They had their hair up in buns.
They were
with that,
50.
What was that wooden thing through their hair?
Dowel.
Yeah. So it wasn't exactly.
It's a chapstick.
Wasn't exactly sexy. But Georgia teachers reporting burnout in new survey, and I don't doubt. I'm not going to be on the radio going, I have a pretty
Well,
easy
hopefully
job.
the survey was taken last year because the school year just started.
Yeah, they're burnt out already. If they're already burnt out.
They got a long way to go.
Here's the thing. Okay, and that's about they have to cover each other's shifts all the time, so probably they're doing two classrooms right at the same time, whatever. I get it. I'm not saying that it's easy, and I'm dealing with kids is never easy. So, but the fact that they're burnt out, and then in the Wall Street Journal, same day, this headline, 12th grade math and reading scores in U.S. hit new low. This is ugly stuff. 12th graders' average math score was the worst since the current test began in 2005, and reading was below any point since that assessment started in 1992. The share of 12th graders who were proficient slid by 2 percentage points between 2019 and 2024. And I'm thinking about, okay, 2 percentage points, well, maybe it's down to like 60. Nope. 35%. It slid down to 35% are proficient in reading. These are 12th graders. And 22% in math. And then further on down here, this is interesting. In reading, 2/3 of seniors could determine the purpose of a persuasive essay. So they could look at a persuasive essay and say, okay, I know why this person's saying this. I know they're trying to, this is their purpose. They want me to believe this, right? But only 1 in 5 was able to draw a conclusion from such an essay supported by the text. Kids don't know how to think anymore. They can understand what you're saying to them, but they don't know how to put that together with their own world experience, what other adults in their lives have told them, and put that together into an actual response. What do I think of that? This is a persuasive essay. I've read the essay. Now, what is it? Only 1 in 5 could tell you why they agreed or disagreed with it and could point to parts of the text that got them to that conclusion that they agreed or they disagreed.
Even when I was in high school, there were kids that had issues with this. A lot of kids would end up doing plot summary where they would write what the story was about, but they didn't know how to articulate their perspective on it.
Yeah,
and so that's
probably didn't read it.
It doesn't surprise me that it's just getting worse.
Yeah, it's just getting worse. And now they'll put it into Chat GPT or all the shortcuts, and they're only shortcutting themselves. And it's not for them to know that. When you're 17, you're supposed to try to cheat. I mean, I don't mean that. I mean, just say, you know what I mean. When you're 17, I should say cut corners, get to the fun stuff. But the adults now are doing that as well. It was never for the 17-year-old. Every once in a while, you'd have these 17-year-olds that want to be president or something, and they're like totally got their act together, but not usually. But you had a different system in society where the adults were there to say, no, you have to do the hard work. You'll thank me later. Okay, you hate me now, but come back to me. You'll thank me later. It's not for the 17-year-old to know that they're hurting themselves with this. They're not going to become a full person. If you're not a full person, if you're not using your full brain, then you're not really alive. You're not getting the most out of life. If you're just thinking like a lower animal, but you have the ability to, really understand abstract stuff, then okay, you're alive, but you're not really realizing it. You're not getting the most out of your potential. And ultimately, you might find yourself 45 or 50 looking in the mirror going, what went wrong? What happened here? But I don't know. If everybody's doing that, maybe at 50, everybody's just like you, and that's the way society is. I don't know.
How do you fix that?
You fix it. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I guarantee you every one of these kids knows every element about bullying.
Yeah.
What are we teaching our kids? It used to be that was for home. I guarantee you every one of these kids knows there's a climate crisis and can tell you things about it. What is the priority when you're teaching? I guarantee you every one of them knows all the wrongs that have been committed to everyone who's not in the majority at any given time in the history of the country, which is worth teaching. What's the top line priority? Also, grade inflation. Once you have the Hope Scholarship, I know they made it a little bit tougher now to get the full thing, but there was a reason that had to happen. Because when they said anybody with a B, well, who wants to be the high school that graduates the least amount of Hope scholars? And then you get grade inflation. It's not because people are bad or they're evil. It's just if you put these things into play, that's what's going to happen.
If you tie the money to that.
You tie the money to that. You tie everything. You tie reputation to that. And no one wants to be that school. Hey, they haven't had a Hope Scholar, but maybe that's the good school, the one where they didn't just move people from grade to grade. When's the last time somebody failed a grade? Does that even happen anymore?
I'm sure it still does, but you have to probably do a lot.
I mean, I want to meet that student in this society. I mean, if you weren't ready for second grade, you stayed in first grade.
Yeah, we had a lot of that when I was a kid.
Yeah, because some kids grow at different. Some people get it by the time they're 4.
I've seen it in elementary school, at least. That's all I can speak to.
You have seen it? That people get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are they just the dumbest kids you've ever seen in your life?
No. They didn't make it to school as often as they should. Like they missed too many days.
Yeah, okay, but
they just could not complete the state sort of testing.
And that usually means a really wildly broken home. If you're not getting to school.
It was not.
If you have kids,
wasn't that, but
if you have kids and the mornings aren't some kind of crazy ritual every day, getting the damn kids fed and out of the house and whatever.
It was more like coddled.
Oh, he's sick. Like believing it every time your kid tells you he's sick.
Again.
Yeah,
she's sick.
Yeah.
She's sick. She's always sick.
Well,
she can't go because she's sick. She can't get there in time because she's on her own little time. You know what I mean? It's like no, like come on, let's go.
Yeah, and the adult
give us some grit.
And also, the adult doesn't want to deal with the conflict with the kid. It's easier just to go, stay home, because not no one, but more and more people just don't want the responsibilities that come with that. Sex is a lot of fun, but sometimes you end up with this on the other side of it, where you got to deal with getting kids to school and all that. Alex Williams says the crash count is climbing on 285.
Ooh, what a mess out there, Eric. We got a crash on the north side perimeter, 285 westbound, the outer loop at Riverside Drive, at least one lane block, probably two there. Nonetheless, it has jammed the ride back to Chambly-Dunwoody Road, exit 30. Once you get past that, you got a stalled big rig in the center lane on 285 west and Cobb, right at I-75 south side perimeter. Crash still in 3 right lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Riverdale Road. Delays stretch all the way back up to Langford Parkway on 285 south with 85 north delays from Highway 138. And a left lane crash, 285 northbound, the outer loop into Cab at Glenwood Road. We also got trouble on I-85 in Norcross, Kobe Dawkins.
It's 85 southbound near Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Crash blocks 1 right lane, causing you to slow back to Beaver Ruin Road. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum. What did you do last week?
He knows Atlanta.
It hasn't happened here.
And Atlanta knows him.
I'm a simple man with simple needs.
Mark Arum.
Like the new boss comes in and says, we're starting all over here.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you'll make, so who you work with matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate are the most experienced real estate team in the U.S., and you can trust them to sell your home fast and for maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed cash offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath.
High five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
If you're ignoring any cracked bricks or concrete cracks, you could be ignoring underlying foundation problems. You'll want to get ahead of these problems sooner rather than later. Don't wait any longer. Visit aquaguard.net today to book your free inspection. Remember,
AquaGuard. Let me teach you some physics. In a great big wind, the bigger and flatter the object, the more force the wind creates. Surface area times the square of the hypotenuse times wind speed divided by E equals MC squared, or some kind of math. Doesn't matter. But when storm season hits, your garage door is just standing there waiting for wind and physics to break it or dent it or send the whole thing flying down the street. And that, my friends, is science. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern wind-rated doors are built to withstand the forces of nature. Composite materials are stronger than the cheap old aluminum door that came with your house. And the tracks and rollers won't bend under the stress. It keeps your car safe and your insurance premiums low. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll make sure you're ready. And stay in school, kids. Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better. MoBetterGarage.com.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
It's funny how even like Democrats, CNN doesn't want this Mamdani to win in New York. They're showing if there was only 2, If there were only 2 candidates, he'd only be up by 4 percentage points. Why are they so interested in that? Why don't they just
Why
let
would they
me
not
on?
want him to win?
Because Democrats are very much become a corporate party, and so it's the far left that identifies with Mamdani.
Sure.
What people don't understand is Mamdani, Trump. Listen, this is about personalities. This guy Mamdani, I don't agree with his prescriptions for things, but he's a good candidate. First of all, he's not 800 years old. And he's just a good candidate. He's articulate, and he can get out, and he doesn't
didn't kill your grandma?
He didn't kill your grandma. I don't think people are even thinking about that. I think it's just, people are swept up in this idealistic thing. So let them have it. This is the way the country is supposed to work, is that different states and different cities try different things, and where things work, what you would hope is that other cities and states would copy that. And when things don't work, then other cities and states would look at that. But it's supposed to be a laboratory. That's the idea. And,
A great experiment.
It's like Trump was going after, like going after Tom Hanks. There was supposed to be some kind of thing at West Point where they were going to do something with Tom Hanks, and they called it off. And Trump does he's woke and this woke. It's like, you know what? Woke is a way of thinking, and it's not against the law to be woke. Some people are woke. Most people are not. But it shouldn't be a thing where it's like, if you're woke, you're not welcome. That's the whole idea. It's supposed to be a factory of ideas, the United States of America, and that that there's a competition of ideas. And maybe on the West Coast they'll do it one way, on the East Coast, in the Midwest they'll do it differently. But if things work, the thinking was, if these ideas work, then they'll be copied by other politicians in other areas that want to be successful. The woke thing was very popular 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's not now. Why? Because it was put into practice. So Mamdani, everything I know about free bodegas says that's not going to work out. But people have to see it. And then on the other side, if it did work out and a bunch of people go scratch their head going, well, I didn't think that was going to work out. But the whole, there's this thing that, well, if you think that way, you're not invited. Well, that's not American. The American way is it's a competition of ideas. And different people in their personal lives live in certain ways. And a city can go in a certain way. States go in a different way. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then you have some voters who will reward failure. With the district attorney, or is it the attorney general? I can't remember. What's her face here locally that went after?
That's Fonnie Willis.
Yeah, totally fumbled the ball. Even if you hate Donald Trump and you wanted her to get him, she just, fumbled the ball. Unforced errors, just did a terrible job. And the voters said, we're going to reward you with another term. That's up to the voters. If they want to reward failure, then you can do that too.
She had over 65% of the vote.
Yeah, because that's the name people recognized. I really think that's what happens when most people go, oh, I know that name. Or it's just, well, you tried.
Yeah.
And if that's going to be your standard, I wanted to take down the former president and you tried, but you failed. If the standard is just you tried, all right, that's the way that it is. But it's not against the law to be woke or anything, or to be MAGA or anything. It's supposed to be a competition of ideas. We could get back to agreeing on something in this country if we could just agree on that. Oh, we all have a bunch of different ideas, and that's okay. Alex Williams says 285 is a no-go zone on the southwest side.
Yeah, all due to this long-lasting travel advisory. Crash still in 3 right lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop Riverdale Road, exit 60. That is Cook 285 southbound from Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Use Highway 29. Also want to use Highway 29 coming up 85 north out of Union City and Fairburn to avoid that jam on the south side perimeter. Also over into Cobb County on the east side perimeter. Crash in the left lane, 285 northbound, the outer loop at Glenwood Road, exit 44. Not any better on the north side of I-285, Kobe Dawkins.
That's correct. In Sandy Springs, 285 westbound, the outer loop near Riverside Drive, exit 24. Crash blocks at least one left lane, causing you to slow back into Dunwoody. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, maker, model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Are you taking your garage door for granted? Is it squeaking and whining for attention? Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day repair service. Experienced technicians have been servicing homeowners in Atlanta since 1935. That's 90 years. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta can handle all your garage door and opener needs. For same-day repair service, schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Corporate megastores are spending millions lobbying D.C. politicians on one-sided policies that send small businesses tumbling. They want to enact harmful credit card mandates that take resources away from your local credit union and community bank, leaving Main Street businesses with less access to credit, making it harder for your family to pay for everyday goods like gas and groceries. Tell Congress to guard your card and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
At Southern Link, we know wireless connectivity keeps business moving. Whether you're overseeing assets in real time or monitoring crew activities, our Critical Link LTE network can keep your business applications accessible as you travel. Call 1-800-818-LINC or visit southernlink.com to learn more about our mobile data solutions, LTE voice and data services, mission critical push-to-talk, and interworking solutions. Southern Link, pushing the limits of what's possible.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, a weapon scare at a Cobb County high school today. 3 students are now in custody.
A school district spokesperson confirms to WSB that Pebblebrook High School was put under a brief code red lockdown this afternoon after a fight on campus where a weapon was found. Officials say staff acted quickly to secure the building. The school's specialized canines were not on campus at the time of the incident. They were encouraging anyone with safety concerns to report them to the district's tip line. Just last month, a man was arrested after breaking into the building multiple times outside of school hours. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
79 degrees in Atlanta. Another cool morning tomorrow before we get back into the 80s. How much of a warm-up to end the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is all new at 6 o'clock. Bond denied for a former Milton police lieutenant charged in a deadly hit-and-run crash along I-75 in Cobb County last month. The family of the victim pleads with a judge to keep 48-year-old Christopher Bradshaw in jail, arguing if he left the scene of an accident, he might be a flight risk too. 36-year-old Terrell Loudermilk was outside of his truck on the side of the interstate after an accident when he was struck by a vehicle that fled the scene. Racketeering charges may soon be dropped against more than 60 Atlanta Public Safety Training Center protesters.
A Fulton County judge rules the state attorney general did not have authority to charge the Stop Cop City protesters
protesters with racketeering or arson without a letter from the governor.
It's not as if it's impossible to comply with the law. They just didn't do it.
That's defense attorney Don Samuel, who represents 5 of the accused. Though the AG vows to appeal, Samuel says it makes more sense to scrap this flawed indictment and start over.
I think the Attorney General is not going to dismiss the allegations that deal with, if they can prove them, the use of Molotov cocktails, physical injury, that kind of thing.
The judge indicates domestic terrorism charges against 5 defendants will likely stand. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A judge rejects another challenge to Georgia's election law.
So we win again.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says this ruling applies to absentee ballot provisions.
This one specifically was to reduce voter confusion and strengthen voter confidence, and also to make our elections more efficient.
The lawsuit filed by advocacy groups argued the provisions violated their right to free speech. A DeKalb firefighter is remembered as a hero after losing his life battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia.
Preston Fadd was a husband and father of 5. He was also an elite veteran firefighter, according to Chief Darnell Fulham.
Fadd was an extraordinary firefighter who served at this very fire station for 21 years.
Fulham says it is the only instance of a firefighter in DeKalb County dying actively battling a blaze. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson ordered flags in the county lowered to half staff.
His bravery, his sacrifice, and his service will never be forgotten.
Plans for a memorial service are in the works. The exact circumstances of his death are under review. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A break for taxpayers in the city of Woodstock. The city council approves what it calls a historic tax decrease for property owners.
At a time where we have made the largest investment in our infrastructure, our parks and trails, our police.
Mayor Michael Caldwell says this would be the lowest tax rate Woodstock has had in at least 30 years. New radar speed signs are going up in Cobb County to slow down speeders.
The purchase of 3 new signs has been approved by Cobb commissioners. The board's Joanne Burrell says they've received complaints about speeding, so the new signs will help discover which areas have a high number of speeders.
We usually keep them out for a couple of weeks at a time to get a good count of, cars that are registering over the speed limit.
A traffic audit will be done near Sprayberry High School to see if Cobb needs more safety measures than the area currently has. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Seems like every time we do a traffic report, Bill, there is a new crash on 285. Just found another one. 285 southbound the interloop in Clarkston at East Ponce, exit 40. That crash is in 2 left lanes. Delays quickly filling in behind it back up into Tucker. You also got that left lane crash in DeKalb, 285 northbound the outer loop at Glenwood Road, exit 44. Travel advisory, crash 3 right lanes. 285 eastbound the outer loop at Riverdale Road. That's jammed up. 285 and I-85 use Highway 29. And a crash they're clearing out of the left lanes in Sandy Springs. 285 westbound the outer loop at Riverside Drive, exit 24 as you head over to Cobb County. Speaking of, trouble on I-75 in Cobb County, Kobe Dawkins.
At 75 northbound right before Highway 5, exit 267. It's a stall at blocks 1 center lane, adding to the delays past the South 120 loop. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. Sunset just before 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the low 70s, continuing to cool into the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. That's trending about 10 degrees cooler than average for the morning low. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Sunny skies on Thursday, heating up to a high of 87. The temperatures continue to climb for Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Sunday staying dry with sunshine, high 88.
Right now, 79 in Norcross, 76 in Mableton, 80 in Union City. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
Good morning.
Why?
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
What's not morning? Oh, is that Tim Apple?
That's Tim Apple.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have more products that will monitor your health and everything else in your life.
In your AirPods.
We have a phone filled with helium.
Only $1,000.
Our new OS releases will be available as developer betas today.
Hey! You ever seen those developers? That's what they are.
Well, they're good betas.
Today.
I have a question.
Yes.
And this is not a sports show.
It's rhetorical.
Oh, boy.
But it is a question.
Oh, should I just?
No, why
Tap
don't you
out,
just
Autumn.
lean in? You're an Eagles fan. Your team's 1-0.
Here, I got you.
Yeah.
You're up against Patrick Mahomes next week. You should be
Patrick
excited.
Mahomes!
She was saying A.J. Brown could have done a little
Patrick
bit more.
Mahomes is the one that talks like this.
That's yours. And he also has won, 3? He's been in 5 of the last 6 Super
I
Bowls.
believe he has won 3.
Won 3
My
of them.
wife loves Donald Trump.
That's what they say. She's beautiful too. She's
God,
lovely.
she is
His
so
girlfriend.
lovely.
Is,
Yeah, I love her so much.
You want to have the same? She could be my wife, and she could be your girlfriend.
I'm
at
not
the
into
same
that
time?
kind of thing
No
anymore.
Not anymore. Not since.
Oh, you're not.
You're not into ever since.
I
the
saw
whole,
a thing on CNN that you were.
Well, you can't believe them. They're the fake
You
news. That's
sound
why
like-
they're failing.
You sound like what's her face? The
Kathy
comedian.
Griffin.
Yes.
Kathy Griffin.
I knew it was you, you lying woman.
It was me the whole time.
You're so awful. You're a disgusting woman.
Well, that's fine because if you think I'm disgusting, then that's fine.
Well, I think the whole world agrees.
Now listen to you two. Why don't you just shake and make up?
I can't touch her skin. I might catch what she has.
I love you too.
She might catch what you have.
Yeah.
I'm inoculated.
That bruising.
You've got the blood going in the wrong direction disease.
I got the best blood. Everybody tells me you got the best blood.
That's what everybody says.
Everybody says. Even my doctor, who's lying.
I think you've got bad blood.
Oh, Tay-Tay.
I get it. It's a song. She's very
Okay,
popular.
she's,
She's a lot of people.
You wish her the best, right?
Wish her the best. Congrats.
How does Dracula feel about your blood?
Dracula, he won't touch me because we have tariffs on Transylvania.
That's right. That's right. They're stealing all our blood.
They're taking all the blood. They're not returning it.
Too much blood. Take it. We need to keep some of that
We
blood.
gotta keep it right here.
That's
Good.
right.
For
That's-
red-blooded American
American-
citizens
That's right.
here on American soil.
Next thing you know, Frankenstein will be coming over here.
He's the creature. Frankenstein's creature.
Well, I'm
Frankenstein
talking
is the
about the doctor.
You're talking about the doctor?
The
Okay.
doctor.
Hey, look, I just want you to know that it's not just people like you that I correct. I correct the President of the United States.
Actually,
dumb bee.
There's another. There's a Frankenstein coming out that's supposed to be really good. That Guillermo, I can't say his name.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. The one
Say
that
it
did the one
after me.
about the fish. The lady and the fish had an affair.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw that. Was it
The
good?
Shape of Water.
I never saw it.
Well, it won
Yeah,
a ton
didn't
of
it win?
awards.
It won like movie of the year.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? George Clark's got a good eye for movies.
Too much fish sex.
What, 4 years ago, George, right?
I've seen something else. I've seen something else by him that I thought was good, but I can't remember what it was.
Pinocchio?
No.
That was
Pan's
good.
Labyrinth
That was good.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth was
Labyrinth.
awesome.
Didn't see that one. Maybe I haven't seen anything by him. Did he do The Bear?
Nope.
Did he do the Lord of the Rings?
No.
No.
That was Peter Jackson.
Is he
No,
the
no, no.
guy
Not
from
that.
that thing? Remember?
See, that's what most people hear. Autumn is correct. That's what they're tuning in, and that's what they're hearing.
There was the guy from that show. Remember
You
that
know
show
him.
that came on after Mad About You?
You know him. You love him.
He did Hellboy.
Hellboy.
That was a good movie.
Oh, that sounds scary.
Oh, that's the one.
You never liked scary movies when you were little.
My question, I want to say, is that the NFL, I don't know what they did or what if they just got lucky, but all of their standalone games for the beginning, starting on Thursday, Friday, Sunday night, big fourth quarter comeback, and then again last night, a game that looked like it was 17-6 for 7 days. I was just looking on, and I tuned out. I tuned out. It's like the Bears, 17-6, and I woke up this morning, fourth quarter. I watched it all, and big comeback from J.J. McCarthy.
At one point,
Who's basically a rookie. I mean, he was hurt in his rookie year, so
Yeah,
this
this
is really
first
his
year
first
starting.
year.
First
They
year
got rid of Sam Darnold. He did quite well for them until the end last year, and went with him. He looked awful. And then I guess after I went to sleep, he said, "Is Eric asleep? Okay, now I'm gonna turn it on."
At one point, I turned it back on after I saw the Vikings had scored for the first time, and they showed like the little score bug, and it said that in the fourth quarter, and obviously it changed at the end, but at one point the Vikings had out-yardaged. Out-yardaged?
I think they gained more yards.
They gained more yards. This is a better way of saying
No,
it.
I like out-yardage.
Out-yardaged.
It's
I was
out-yardage.
playing out in the out-yardage.
He's in the out yard. He's in the out yard.
He was out-yardaging all night.
Where's the outhouse? It's in the out yard.
Out-yardage.
Out-yardage.
They it was 150 yards to -1 yard.
Yes,
so
they had -1.
the
at one
Bears had
point.
-1 in the fourth quarter.
So yeah, we weren't there, but it was a big comeback. Now here's the thing, and I'm a bit of a football idiot. I mean, I don't mean I don't know anything about football. I just mean I probably think about it too much when the season is here. So I watch the shows. Here's my question, because it's ubiquitous. What good ever are these things? But I mean, after every team has played one game, what good on earth are NFL power rankings? What purpose do they serve?
Make you feel good if your team's up high in them.
That's it.
I don't even know what they are, and I ignore
It's
them.
just everybody goes, oh, well, the power rankings.
Well, it's
and
because
so somebody comes out and says, okay, I think the best team is this. And, like the Chargers will be up a lot higher than people thought or something like that. But, I mean, really, these things usually, even if something's kind of dumb, there's some sort of purpose to it. The NFL power ranking has no purpose. I don't even think you can gamble on what they're going to be. There's no purpose. They do nothing except maybe start arguments, and that's what they're supposed to do.
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
It becomes a talking point on all the different sports shows, and if your team
How
is
dare
like,
they put the Falcons at 12? Everyone knows they're 11.
Yeah, they're 11 or they're 10.
They need to be 15.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, you want to go to the out yard?
Yeah.
out yardaged. You feel better knowing that your team's in the top, at least as a Falcons fan. I'm like,
But what does it
top
do?
two.
If you pay attention
I
to
can
it.
tell people I've been following this sport since 1972 or something. It doesn't matter how you feel.
The best
It
team
doesn't
hosts the
matter how you feel.
trophy at the end of the Super Bowl.
Yes,
That is
yeah.
the only way to determine the best team.
I'm such a football nut that back in like the 80s and 90s and even up probably into like 2015, I would wake up early. I would watch all the morning shows and, who's predicting and whatever. And I realized like they're going to play the games. Now I turn it on at 1 o'clock. I am not interested in who Terry Bradshaw picked. Who cares? It has no validity. There's no legitimacy. It has no effect whatsoever on what reality is, who wins the game.
Listen, if Matt Ryan on CBS picks the Falcons, then the Falcons usually do well.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what happens.
And he's good on air.
He is good.
He actually is better than I thought he was. I saw him a little bit last year, but I was watching that thing. Hey, we'll have our NFL power rankings, but it just does nothing. It's just nothing. It just says, well, it's going to be a few days before there's another game, and we just want to keep on talking about this, so we're going to figure out a way to do it.
Tim, you mentioned that at the end of the season, the only thing that matters is when your team is holding the trophy at the end of the year.
Or the team. That is whoever wins is the best team.
See, I disagree. I think if we win the Week 7 power rankings, that's
Well,
a big deal.
it's
a big deal.
Something to hang your hat on.
I can point back and be like, hey, ESPN had us second, but Yahoo had us first.
I'm as bad but I'm the worst. Like tonight when I get home, I'll be, because I have it DVR'd, if I can even call it that on YouTube TV, whatever it is, it's recorded and waiting for me. I'm going to have to go to First Things First because I have to see how this guy Nick Wright rationalizes that Josh Allen is not at the top of Mahomes Mountain. If you don't watch the show, you don't know, but he has a mountain and he's a big Kansas City. And there's always a reason why Josh Allen just isn't quite. So after this week, I'm like, you going to put Herbert up there? Maybe he will. Maybe he will. So what I'm saying is that's useless, and I'm an idiot. And you want to know what Eric's going to be doing at 8 o'clock tonight?
What?
Going into his YouTube. All right, how did Nick Wright do? What's his rationalization for not putting Josh Allen at the top of Mahomes Mountain? Because I'm an idiot just like everybody else.
And then you're going to get mad.
I won't get mad. His favorite team is the Chiefs. I think Allen looked better than Mahomes this week.
Although
Mahomes, for a couple of plays, my goodness, that magic. Woo.
Now
he makes time stand still, this Mahomes.
Now, in the college game, technically the AP and coaches poll don't mean anything, like when you're ranking the college teams.
Right.
The first official college football poll doesn't come out until like week 7 or week 8.
But they do inform that first official. I think there are so many teams, maybe not for the top 5, but when you're talking about trying to figure out who the best 25 teams are, who's 15 to 25. I believe that those polls, those AP polls, the coaches polls, all those, they do inform that. The NFL power ranking informs nothing. Nothing. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 285 in Clarkston.
We've been waiting on a little Von Hessler good luck, and that's what we just have. All lanes have just reopened. They cleared a crash. Wasn't 3 left lanes. 285 southbound, the inner loop at East Ponce, exit 40. Everything is back open, so hopefully that'll help out that jam-packed ride as you leave I-85. Crash now down to maybe just a right lane or off to the right. 285 westbound, the outer loop at Riverside Drive, exit 24 in Sandy Springs. And they're holding a few right lanes on 285 west past that at I-75, exit 20, trying to get a stalled tractor trailer out of the center lane there at I-75 there near Truist Park. Still a slow ride through downtown, Kobe Dawkins.
Oh, yeah, 75-85 northbound seeing you slow starting just past Langford Parkway, getting almost to 10th Street. And southbound rides, you're slow as well, starting before the downtown merge, stretching to I-20. And this report is sponsored by your Atlanta Braves. Don't miss out as the Nationals and Pirates battle the Braves September 22nd through the 28th. Tickets starting at just $7 at braves.com/promos. Atlanta Braves Baseball, we are Braves Country. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
This is Jaron Solomon. Fall is here. Football is back. And so is our Percentage Week sale. September 15th through the 21st. Enjoy up to 60% off designer engagement rings and fashion jewelry. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Don't miss Percentage Week, September 15th through the 21st. Visit Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
It's Megyn Kelly live on stage at Gas South Arena on Saturday, November 8th with special guests Adam Carolla, Rich Lowry, and Charlie Cook. Get tickets this Wednesday at 10 a.m. at MegynKelly.com. Presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM. Viking, dedicated to creating travel experiences for the thinking person, with programs designed for cultural enrichment on board and on shore. Discover more at Viking.com. That's Viking.com. Viking.com.
Oh, is that why?
Listen, I know a lot about. I've watched a lot of football this year already. I can go
All
on and
right,
on and on.
we've done the research.
But we're not a sports show.
Right, Ken? We've done the research. People don't care about
nobody
sports.
cares about tech.
Or sports.
Or,
So
well,
sports.
but especially tech.
Even Trump knows.
People don't like him.
That's a lot.
They don't like him either.
What about this guy?
Yeah, WS Dumb B.
They like that guy.
More of
Yeah,
that
more
guy.
that guy.
More of that guy.
He gave it to us.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. What did you
Oh,
mean
you
by that?
took it.
He gave it to us.
I didn't have
Oh,
to
you say,
take
he gave us the business.
Yeah.
He gave us the business.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Tim
Hey.
Apple. I got more crap to sell you. Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm reading about the new phone, and it's just kind of like, isn't it just like fashion now at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, my
The
phone
cameras
works.
are just in different
I
spots.
think I'm
Money,
two
money,
phones.
money.
Yeah, I'm two
Finance
phones.
it.
I think I'm 2 phones behind, and it just,
I
my
have a
phone
13.
does perfectly fine. I just like, why do I need a new phone?
I need a new one.
What is the deal where it
What's
starts
the
to
deal?
get
Is this
hot?
Mrs. Seinfeld? What's
How
the
you
deal?
doing, honey? Go
Why
ahead.
does my phone get hot?
Yeah, why?
Because that's the battery. You're using it for a very long time, talking about nothing with another female, probably. For hours on end.
Wow.
And when your ear starts to warm up, that means you've been talking to another woman about
That's not
nothing
what I'm talking
for too
about.
long.
This guy doesn't understand what I'm saying.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
says,
He's
like-
like an unfrosted Pop-Tart.
Mr. and Mrs. Seinfeld, nice to have you here.
Well, it's nice to be here.
I need a bowl of cereal to calm down.
Well, why don't you go eat the Cheerios? And when I
right.
get home, I'll have the
Lucky
Cinnamon
Charms.
Toast Crunch.
I love that combo.
All
but
right,
you know, we're
shut
out
up.
of milk.
Hey, you two.
Well, that's why you get more than one brand to mix them up.
We like to mix them up. Sometimes I put two different cereals in the same bowl. I call it stew.
I like to mix Flintstone cereal, Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, the Fruity Pebbles.
I like to mix those with Captain Crunch.
Always hated Fruity Pebbles.
What's
That's
wrong
like
with you? The
that's
Rice
pretty good.
Krispies that don't suck.
I was just like, I don't know. Even as a kid, they just looked garish to me. They're just too loud.
Garish?
They're just.
Okay, what about Cocoa Pebbles?
I'm just,
Cocoa Pebbles makes chocolate milk.
yeah, I liked all that other stuff, that stupid Frankenstein stuff and everything that made strawberry.
That gives you diarrhea, but it's great.
It
Does it give you
And it's
diarrhea?
green.
I think when I was a kid, things like that would happen.
Blueberry.
and I
Well,
would
it didn't until they changed it.
Oh, what is RFK Jr.? Is he going to get the diarrhea out?
We're going to make them use oats instead of corn, and then you'll get less diarrhea. And then you can enjoy Blueberry and Count Chocula, but not that stupid Fruit Brute, because that one was awful.
First of all, I love the fact that Fruit Loops is.
No, Fruit Brute.
Oh, okay.
That was the fruit marshmallow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The werewolf.
But Fruit Loops are, specifically advertised toward kids. And fruit is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Well,
how
they
many
can't
kids
say fruit.
How
They
many?
can't spell it
because
right.
it's not real fruit.
Yeah, 'cause
Couldn't they
there's no
say
fruit.
fruity?
They could, but that's
Fruity
fruit.
Pebbles? Yes.
Yeah,
too
there
many
you go. Yeah.
syllables.
I did over the weekend have a
Yes.
Yes.
It was one of those like seltzer drinks that advertised on there that it was 1% juice. Like
What's
proudly,
that have to do with cereal?
proudly,
He's expanding the conversation,
But what I'm saying is,
Mr. Seinfeld.
like all they have to do is, I think, in order to spell it correctly, is as long as they have like a percentage of it, then I think
yeah,
they
it's
can
like
Right.
a 1%. Yeah,
Yeah, and
1%.
0% Fruity Pebbles.
They could also put it on there another way: 99% non-natural.
Wait,
Non-natural.
You're gonna get kicked out of the board
99%.
meeting if you.
Yeah.
99% poison.
1% juice.
Mostly poison.
Aren't they changing the formula for Fruit Loops? They said they were going to start using.
Who's the parent company for
I
Loops?
stopped listening.
Kellogg's.
I
think
stopped
they are.
listening to all this stuff months ago. I don't know what food is this. Steak and Shake is going to something different.
Well, they've already done it. They're using
Steak and
beef
steak.
tallow
Okay.
for
Is
their
that
fries.
good?
Well, it's better than vegetable oil.
Does it make the fries taste better?
Oh yeah.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
Seems.
my
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just know what you're doing.
As you get older, you can only get that kind of feeling for food. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God,
I'm gonna bite into you. Oh my God.
The answer is yes.
Smear you all over my chest.
Fruit Loops will change to the newer, healthier regulations. So
And
less-
what is
less the
that?
red
What
dye.
is that? What is that? What? And
Like
and
beet
by
juice for
and,
color.
and
stuff
Fruit
like that.
Loops are going to be really good for your children at that point. I'm sure.
No, they're just
it's
not going to be as bad.
We're trying to get rid of the high fructose corn
trying to
syrup.
get the autism out of there. Whatever.
Yeah, in conjunction with the measles vaccine, Fruit Loops does tend to cause
All right, that's a
various
joke.
diseases.
That's a joke. We got lawyers.
Diseases. I just
We
said
got lawyers listening. That's a joke. That's a joke. Nobody's saying
Yeah,
that.
WS dumb B.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, well, REM. Bring us all together, huh?
They're a good band.
Oh, life is a bigger. It's a
Italian.
bigger
It's a big.
than you, and you are
Hey,
not
life is
me.
bigger. It's a bigger than
Losing my religion.
I'm losing my religion. Alex Williams says 85 is recovering through Union City.
All thanks to the earlier crash on 285 eastbound, the outer loop by the airport at Riverdale Road that is all cleared up. So 85 north delays are starting to improve, leaving Highway 138, 285 southbound also getting better from Langford Parkway. And that crash that's gone 285 southbound, the inner loop at East Ponce, exit 40 in Clarkston. Still seeing the delays behind it, though, that stretch back up into Dorville and Dunwoody. Still watching 285 west brake lights trying to make your way toward Cobb County, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, earlier trouble has cleared in Sandy Springs, 285 westbound at The outer loop at Riverside Drive, exit 24. However, you remain slow back into Dunwoody. And then also better news as you continue nearing I-75, exit 20. Earlier stalled Big Rig has just cleared off to the right, so those delays should start to improve. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. With thousands of 5-star reviews, you can trust us to bring happiness home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story: a DeKalb County firefighter killed in the line of duty on Monday, as identified today as Preston Fant, a husband and father of 5.
Fant was an extraordinary firefighter who served at this very fire station for 21 years.
DeKalb County Fire Chief Darnell Fulham says Fant was killed battling a warehouse fire in Lithonia. DeKalb CEO Lorraine Cochran Johnson says Fant is a hero.
He ran towards danger, and in so doing, he succumbed to his injuries.
He may be the first firefighter in DeKalb's history to die while fighting a fire. It is 78 degrees in Atlanta, falling back into the 50s by morning before warming back up into the 80s tomorrow. When do we return to upper 80s, maybe 90? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Pebblebrook High School in Cobb County goes into a brief code red lockdown today after an altercation involving a weapon. All 3 students involved are now in police custody. The school district district says staff acted quickly to secure the building and all students are safe. No injuries are reported. A Fulton County judge is dismissing racketeering charges against more than 60 defendants accused of trying to block the construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center.
The state attorney general's office has said it's going to appeal this ruling from Fulton County Superior Court Judge Kevin Farmer, who says AG Chris Carr did not have the authority to bring these racketeering charges against 61 people who were charged in a conspiracy to riot against construction of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center.
WSB's Veronica Waters reports the judge says prosecutors needed permission from the governor to bring the case. A former Grady Hospital nurse who's accused of sexually assaulting a 73-year-old patient is denied bond today. 55-year-old Chapel Lee is charged with rape, aggravated sexual battery, and tampering with evidence. The alleged victim, Eva Lay, died shortly after the incident occurred last October. The Supreme Court will hear arguments on whether President Trump's tariffs are legal. The focus will be on Trump's using a law meant for times of emergency to impose the duties without the help of Congress. The tariffs will stay in place until the court makes its decision. The White House says the U.S. got a heads up to Israel's attack against Hamas in Qatar.
The Trump administration was notified by the United States military that as Israel was attacking Hamas, which very unfortunately was located in a section of Doha.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the U.S. immediately notified Qatar, which has been mediating efforts to end the war between Israel and Hamas. An elementary school in Marietta is the first to earn a national distinction.
The Ocean Guardianship School distinction from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is awarded to recognize ongoing conservation efforts and learning programs on school campuses. Dr. Lindsay Elkins with the Marietta Center for Advanced Academics says they are proud to have earned the award for their composting program.
We did the waste reduction through the 6 R's, which is rethink, refuse, reduce, reuse, rot, and recycle.
Elkins says they will continue and expand the program. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A new effort to slow down speeders in Cobb County. Commissioners vote to buy 3 portable radar speed signs.
We have had some calls and complaints regarding speeding in school zones and neighborhoods.
Cobb Commissioner Joanne Burrell says the signs display a driver's speed and let them know when they're going over the speed limit. It's a subtle effort to slow them down. Its name may seem innocent, but a disease spotted here in Georgia can be deadly.
It's called the kissing bug disease, named after its insect host, which likes to bite people on the face. Chagas disease has been found here in Georgia, although not in human cases yet. There's no drug to prevent the parasite, but we can take precautions, including using bug spray to keep the kissing bugs away and seeking medical help if you notice an infection. Early symptoms include swollen eyelids. The disease can spread to the heart, which can be fatal. So far, fewer than 300,000 human cases have been found in the U.S. Judd Hickenbotham, 95.5 WSB.
Anheuser-Busch is making a big new investment in its Cartersville plant. The more than $9 million will be used to upgrade equipment needed to produce Michelob Ultra, the fastest-growing beer brand in the country. It's now 6:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Holding all lanes right now on I-20 eastbound in downtown Atlanta, just east of the downtown connector, exit 57. They're trying to get trouble that's been in the center lane to the right shoulder. That's not doing any favors to 75, 85 north or southbound. If you're traveling 75 northbound out of northwest Atlanta up into Cobb County, it is looking much better up into Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth. Where 400 northbound, all that's left over is the tap of the brakes in Sandy Springs from Abernathy Road up to the North Springs MARTA station. What about I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Kobe Dawkins?
Will remain slow, 85 northbound, beginning at Shallowford Road, stretching all the way to Steve Reynolds Boulevard. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. Sunset just before 8 o'clock. Temperatures in the low 70s, continuing to cool into the mid to upper 50s for tomorrow morning. That's trending about 10 degrees cooler than average for the morning low. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 84. Sunny skies on Thursday, heating up to a high of 87. The temperatures continue to climb for Friday and Saturday with highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. Sunday staying dry with sunshine, high 88.
Right now it's 80 in Noonan, 78 in Midtown Atlanta, and 76 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Attention clean home enthusiasts. Don't miss this one-day deal from Zerez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Schedule today to get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $109. That's right, 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $109. This offer is only available until midnight tonight, so schedule now before it's too late. Use promo code SALE109 at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Don't miss out. 3 rooms of carpet for just $109. Zerorez. Spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean.
There's nothing quite like a local neighbor. That's why AARP is local, right here in Midtown Atlanta, to offer you free events and enriching experiences that help you with finances, family, and fun. We're in the community, connecting you to what matters most right when you need it. Visit our website at aarp.org/GA or visit us on social media at AARP Georgia to find out more information on how we're helping your money, health, and happiness live as long as you do.
Know your rights before you're stopped. Print your free DUI rights card at georgestein.com.
Just because there are so many window choices doesn't mean they're all good choices.
All windows are not created equal.
It's Ted and Jonathan from North Georgia Replacement Windows. And vinyl composite windows? They're a thing of the past.
Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows are beautiful, not big and bulky, and 8 times stronger than vinyl.
Experience the difference at your home or in our Alpharetta showroom.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler's workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come check us out at your nearby store. Our engagement rings are made with love from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest quality. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Am I on the air?
Technical difficulty there, sorry.
But we are on the air. Are people hearing our voices?
They are.
Wherever they are, whether they're in their homes, in a car,
What happened?
arguing. You two, stop arguing. Must be somebody listening, a couple.
Exactly.
Come on, unify over...
Honey, he's right. We should stop fighting. There we go.
And now the music is back. There's harmony, right?
I love the Smiths.
Of course you do.
They're my
And
favorite
so
of
does
all
your
time.
wife.
She sure does.
And so why don't you two just get together and stop arguing?
Well, she can't speak, apparently.
And you two, leaving the radio on while you're doing that nonsense in the
Can y'all hear
bedroom.
me?
Yes.
There she is.
Hello?
There she is.
I've been talking.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what she's
What was
about.
that?
Something went wrong.
I think
I'm
I did the old double tap.
Was
tapped the
this
button
100%? Was it, ladies and gentlemen? That error brought to you by George Clark, man of the people.
Yeah.
Well, it happens, George.
That's right.
Thanks for understanding.
There's, isn't it? It's kind of strange that one person on this crew is perfect.
Right.
No one expects. Yes, I'm talking about Jared, who almost was bit by a snake today while he was doing his morning run.
How come we haven't talked about that yet?
Oh no, a snake.
It was a snake.
Yeah, it was just a little rat snake.
What
It was
kind of
fine.
snake?
Little rat snake.
rat
Just
snake.
a small little guy. He was just, I was in his house over at the
Boy.
West Side Park. Or
He
excuse
has a
me.
big
What was he
ass house.
rocking?
Excuse me. Shirley Clark Franklin Park, not West Side Park.
Shirley Clark?
Shirley
Shouldn't they
Clark.
just call it Shirley Girl Park? Wouldn't that be easier?
I
when
would
they come
love
out,
that.
like,
But
gotta
for
have the
s-
whole name.
It's an Atlanta
Shirley
thing.
Girl Octavius
It's
Dante
Shirley
Clark.
Clark Franklin Park, and it's the old West Side Park.
Is she revered that much as a former mayor?
Well, okay, so I actually
I'll give it to her. She didn't go to jail for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's mayors go. That's pretty good.
I talked to my congressman, Dustin Hillis, I believe is his
Well,
name.
it's your congressman.
Well,
Don't
he's been
ask
out.
me.
He comes out a lot. There's not a lot of
Dustin
people.
Huckillis?
Oh, what? He gets in there, he knocks on your door? I don't like to talk to no
Well,
politicians.
it's a big
Hey,
election
Hey,
going
come on in. I don't want to talk to. No, you're not coming
You
to
know,
my
I'm
house.
just here going door to door to just get in touch
I actually
with the
appreciate
I'm
it.
a humble congressman.
You would.
He's a city council member.
This whole
I'm
area
over.
used to be railroad.
I've been living here for at least a year and a half,
He's-
and I'd like your
he's a-
vote.
He's in a very tight city council race, and he's been making his rounds.
Is he complaining to you? Oh, it's so tight, Jared. Man, can you help me out?
No, but I asked him.
Maybe get me on your solo moto so I can get a little extra. I
Little
need some
oomph.
help.
Little oomph.
Help me out, man. We need you.
I asked him about
Good God, we need you.
the change of West Side Park to Shirley Clark Franklin Park, and apparently the inside
Why does the
baseball.
Clark have to be in there? Why
Because
can't
that's
it be
her mid-
Shirley Franklin? I never knew her as Shirley Clark
Well,
Franklin.
now you know.
Nobody spoke of her as Shirley Clark
No one did.
Franklin.
It's
Is that her maiden name and then the Franklin's her married name?
I believe it's just her middle name. I don't know. But what he said was that
Anne Marie
appar-
Prince Fisher Park.
apparently The juice is that
The juice.
What?
the juice.
This is
what
what you
religion did you
squeeze.
say?
This
The
is if you
juice.
squeeze hard enough. This is
juice.
Juice.
The
Like
juice.
orange juice.
Yeah.
The juice is that she was upset that she only had the pumping station inside the park for the water for the reservoir itself.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
was
you meant
named
for breastfeeding mothers.
for Shirley Clark Franklin.
Shirley Clark
Oh,
Franklin Pumping Station.
It's the
It-
pumping
it-
station.
it was called that. It actually is
And
called
then they
that.
gave her the whole park.
It says they gave her the whole park.
Well,
so
she had a point.
I get it.
She had a
Instead
point.
of just the Shirley Clark
I mean,
Franklin.
who wants to have a pumping station named
it,
after
it
them?
literally says that too. It says
I'll take the
it's
whole park.
It's the Shirley Clark Franklin Pumping Station, and it's like
What do
okay,
people call it? What do they say? They don't say the whole name.
They call it the Shirley.
we call it the West Side Park. That's what we call it.
Oh, that's because
side?
you're a misogynist.
That's right. It's a terrible name for a park.
Where's Bill Campbell Park?
In jail or a casino off of
Rice Street.
What is he doing these days?
I don't know. I liked him though. I thought he was a nice
Oh
guy.
yeah, as criminal mayors go, there was much worse. What, he was gambling with state money or city money? Is that what the
Maybe
reason
he was
he
trying
went
to
jail?
make money for
Who
us.
hasn't?
Hey, come
Come
on!
on, give him a break.
He used to call the old radio show I was on, so I'm on his side.
I met him once. I'm on his side. He was nice to me.
You know, if Gore would have won that election,
He would have been in
he would have been in that administration
Right.
that would have been dropped probably.
Bill Campbell is currently in Florida, guys, after serving a 30-month prison sentence.
Yeah, but that was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
he
He
came
was
back
out by
here.
like 2004 or something.
I like Roy Barnes. I ran into him at a Starbucks off of, near
Is
the.
Roy still with us?
I don't know, but I said, "Aren't you the governor?" And he went, "Why, yes, I am." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to vote for you." He goes, "Well, I hope so. Thank you, young man."
He was the last of the real kind of good old boy.
Last Democrat.
I didn't like that Sonny Perdue. You know why?
Why?
He lied.
Because he lied.
He
Sonny lied.
lost to Sonny Perdue.
Yeah, he did. The
Sonny
first time.
lied.
Yeah, but Sonny had the Sonny money.
I don't know about what, but I saw the stickers.
No, he lied about the
flag.
flag. He said he was not going to change it, and then he changed it. Right?
Ooh,
Sure
that
did.
rascal.
Sonny
And I'll
lied
tell you
and
this,
people
though.
died.
I'm gonna make a sticker. I'm gonna spend my own money
Sonny-
and make stickers.
Well, remember
and put
that
'em
the first flag they came up with was ugly as hell.
That one with like all the little flags
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
bottom.
Oh, yeah.
That one stuck for a little bit.
Yeah, no, but it really looked like like if you go to Denny's, like
Yeah,
the
placemat.
Placement. It looked like that. It was terrible. You know, they had everything around the edge, and that was terrible. But I remember Sonny Perdue came into the regular guys show while all that was going on, and then after the mics were off, he was just making fun
Of the flag?
he actually had a sense of humor. Like he was saying something like, yeah, I put electricity in all those things, so people touch them, they're gonna all this stuff. He was joking. Well, he was joking,
He
but
seems like he's a funny
it never
guy.
bothered him.
That
it never
doesn't
the whole
sound funny
thing
to me.
I know, because the most important
Because
thing in the world is the
flags are
state
a
flag.
serious business.
I care about exactly one flag. That's it.
I don't care about any flag. Well, I guess I don't like.
You would care about. You say that, but if you found, Let me say something to you. If you have not had the experience, if you were in another country and you were arrested on some kind of like trumped up charges or something like that, and you felt like this is one of these countries where like maybe they're going to kill you because you were a woman and you said something in the town, whatever. If you found yourself in a situation like that, let me tell you something. The next time you saw the U.S. flag, you'd be like, hallelujah.
Well, dang,
Hallelujah.
like the biggest like reason for me to like.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, my daily life. I'm not gonna like.
Well, I'm not a flag guy either, but I
That's what I'm
mean,
saying.
I don't dislike the flag or
You know what? I do dislike the Confederate flag.
because you think it stands for bad things.
It does.
And
It did.
Unless it's on an orange car that's jumping a creek.
What about yeah? Well, you know, some people are close to their different flags. What are you going to do? The Confederate flag was used by rock bands, not just Leonard Skinner back in the day. No. Everybody forgets, was it called the Southern Heritage Tour? Tom Petty, the mid-'80s?
Southern Fried Rock.
What was it called? It was the flag was behind him. Tom Petty.
Southern accent.
Southern Accents Tour. Bob Dylan was on the tour with him.
He should have said something.
Confederate flags everywhere. No, nobody cared back then.
I have a pin
Nobody
from 1992.
felt like, oh my goodness, that flag is holding me down.
It says Clinton and Gore, and right behind them, they're holding. This is a pin.
No, right, because
and
they
it
were
had
both
a
from the South.
Confederate flag on.
Because they needed the South.
Yes.
That's why it was too Southern, because they thought, okay, we'll double up. They still lost Tennessee.
Here we go, guys. I got the whole list of bands here that have used the Confederate flag. Leonard Skinner, Tom Petty, Molly Hatchet, Pantera, Kid Rock, Billy Idol, Ted Nugent.
Yeah, Billy Idol.
Okay.
Billie Eilish?
Billy Idol.
Billie Eilish, are you
I
using the
didn't
Confederate?
It's heritage.
I never finished
I'm
her.
just saying. Most people thought, oh, it's the Confederate flag. They lost the war.
Yeah, they didn't know until you
What do you
know.
mean they didn't
and then
know?
once
They
you
didn't know. They
Of
knew
course
in
they
the
knew.
80s. We didn't know. Of course we knew.
I don't know.
Your favorite movie's Gone with the Wind. Shut
I do love
up.
Gone with the Wind.
Okay, come on. There's a couple of lines in there that don't really pass muster these days.
And a mule? Gee.
Now, what about the one where he's like, how far are you going to get with blah, blah, don't say it.
I
Don't
won't.
say
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I know.
But it's there. It's your favorite movie. So how about you? Maybe somebody just likes the Confederate flag and they don't like anything,
Well,
all
that
that
whole
other
thing
stuff.
of like Ashley being like, we didn't treat them that way. They were like family. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You were like, okay, I guess, all right. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
I own my family, right?
Jared
Like, I
loves
just-
Birth of a Nation.
Oh, no. Hey, he made what was he made,
I don't know
He
what
made
that-
something to make up for that, didn't he?
Oh,
Was
did
it
he?
called Injustice?
Is
What
it
was
called I'm Sorry?
It was another
Sorry
movie.
about that, guys.
Sorry about the Klan
Hey,
movie.
you can't get past the fact
Sorry
that
for
was
the gross depiction of
that was the
African Americans.
first feature film.
It was. I think wasn't
It
it
was the
super
first-
long?
Yeah, it was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it's way too long.
God, I hope they had intermission.
I'm sure they did.
They
had
did.
somebody
Gone with the
was-
Wind has an intermission.
Somebody was playing the organ.
Couple
down
of
there.
buckets.
Yeah, you're like
And a
8th grade
mop.
teachers down there playing the organ while you watch.
I'm going to the outhouse.
Hey, this is the Von Hessler Doctrine. If you're just tuning in, what you need to know is we love everybody, unless you hurt people a lot.
Yeah. Unless you have a Confederate.
And we all hurt. No, that's you. All right,
Well,
not
I'm-
me. I'm a big Tom Petty fan, so there you go. Alex
That doesn't
Williams
mean
says,
I don't like Tom Petty.
Huh? Well, it does, because you say you
He's
don't
a
like
national
people who
treasure.
like
You
the
said
Confederate
you
flag.
hated
You don't like people who like the Confederate flag. He did a whole tour with the Confederate flag. You
Yeah.
don't like Tom Petty.
But don't speak ill of the dead.
Okay, then don't.
Unless they're people I don't like.
Then get off Robert E. Lee's back.
That's right. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on 285 through Doraville, and I believe that should be against the law.
I wish it was. 285 should be against the law today, for real. 285 eastbound, the inner loop. It's still slow out of Dunwoody into Doraville from about Chamblee-Dunwoody Road, trying to pass I-85. A little sluggish heading south through Clarkston. 285 westbound, the outer loop. Those brake lights find you at Chamblee-Dunwoody Road, and it's not going to get too much better until you get through those sunshine delays passing Riverside Drive, exit number 24 there in Sandy Springs. We're also still tracking delays through downtown Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins.
And that's correct. 7585 northbound seeing the brake lights remain starting at University Ave, getting past Peachtree, Pine Street. 85 southbound, the heavy volume continues at the Georgia 400 merge, stretching to I-20. And this report is sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's Pest-Free 365 service. For your free, no-obligation quote, call or visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. is investing up to $1 billion to fight the spread of bird flu.
At the top and bottom of every hour.
Traffic congestion around Metro Atlanta continues to cost commuters.
And when it breaks.
The suspect is in critical condition after being struck multiple times.
Check back 3, 4, 5 times a day for the latest.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE Certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE Certified, we love your home.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Hey Braves fans, this is attorney John Foy. Just like you, I know how bad our traffic can be. From congested freeways to bad drivers, accidents can and will happen. And when they do, you know who to call. At John Foy & Associates, our winning team can protect your rights and make sure you get the care and compensation you're entitled to. The call is free and you pay nothing until we win for you. That's the strong arm.
Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
This is Jaron Solomon. Fall is here. Football is back. And so is our Percentage Week sale. September 15th through the 21st. Enjoy up to 60% off designer engagement rings and fashion jewelry. As proud partners of the Georgia Bulldogs, we know what it means to shine on game day and every day. But hurry, once an item is gone, it's gone. Don't miss Percentage Week, September 15th through the 21st. Visit Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment now at SolomonBrothers.com.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
All right, we got a little time here. How about some open mics, OMs,
I can't
if
believe
you will.
I can't believe you're neglecting the breaking news.
He's so excited.
Yeah.
There's breaking news. Hillary Duff, after a 10-year absence, is returning to music.
She just signed with Atlantic Records.
Oh, my
Congratulations,
goodness.
Hillary Duff.
There's still an Atlantic Records?
Yes, there is.
I thought Universal owned everything. I didn't even know there was anything
probably
else.
own Atlantic.
Probably they do.
Probably they do.
But you
Probably
want,
they do.
but
What, are
you-
you mocking me? Is that your way of mocking
No, I just want to
me?
participate.
Well, talk about Hillary Duff. You're a chick.
Yeah, you're a lady.
Well, she was so influential as a teen.
Boy, women be talking on the phone.
Uh-huh.
What are they talking about on the phone?
Hillary Duff.
I guess. Sometimes I come up, my wife will be on the phone, and okay, and like an hour later I'll come up. She's still on the phone. What the hell are they talking about?
I don't talk on the phone.
Okay, because you're a
You're a guy's gal.
Yeah, you're a guy's
I
gal.
don't have friends.
You're pick
No,
me
there's
gal.
that. She has no friends.
I don't have
Can we point this out?
I thought she
She's
had some
lived in
close
Maryland for like
I have-
8 years. She has
I have
not
one friend
met.
here.
That's good. Better than none.
Her name
I
is
think it's-
Susanna, and she's wonderful.
Yeah, okay. Let's find out if she's even real.
Wow, she brought her to the wedding. Jared's wedding.
Oh, you could hire people for that.
Well, I did have to pay her.
Rent a neighbor.
rent a friend.
Yeah, rent a friend.
You know, that really is sad. Is it a hygiene thing? Are you brushing your teeth? Like, what's going on?
I don't like brushing.
Be my friend.
Definitely not like washing your hands after using
I
the
don't
bathroom.
All
wash
right,
my
we don't have
hands
to get into
after
that. I don't want to end the show on
numero
a.
uno.
I do not want to end
Or
the show
deuce.
on a scatological note.
Well, there is an open mic if you want it.
Where the music's already.
yeah.
Hey, Hillary Duff is putting her new record out soon. I can't wait for that.
Hillary
Thank you,
Dumb.
Larry.
Once the music starts, Jared, it's not, a professional broadcaster doesn't start something new. The music says, tie this up and get the hell out of there.
What if you played it and teased your response for tomorrow?
Oh, I wouldn't do that to the audience.
I think the boss would love that.
Oh, they wouldn't be able
No,
to.
just
Doing
go to
about it all
go.
night.
Shelly's up next.
Yeah, come on.
Go on, go to Shelley.
You've already done all the damage.
Yeah, talk about sports.
That's horizontal promotion.
All right. That music's telling us two things.
Autumn's into that.
Oh, yeah. The horizontal, what is it?
Horizontal promotion.
Horizontal mambo.
That's how she's moved up the ladder.
You're promoted.
Hey, don't say that.
That's why she makes so much money.
There you go.
Shelley Winter's up next. He's got a great radio show for you, as usual.
That's me.
Everybody shut the hell up. This show is
I have more to
ending.
say.
Keep your hands and feet inside the car until the show comes to a complete stop. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. Until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the